Ooga fucking ooga cunts, and welcome back to the fucking cunt stream tonight. The Monday night morning show, number three. Jesus, how many of these have we done? Is a very special episode.
That's why this is number 3.
Yeah, fuck you.
Let me count.
This particular episode is going to be a very special episode because we have dedicated this entire fucking episode to the best of Florida Man, also known as Failure's Backyard.
Oh, I bet it's pretty. Failure must stay at home a lot because it's the amount of Florida Man articles that I have. The fact that failure is in one of them is statistically very unlikely, not quite impossible, but very unlikely. So we may run into failure, although I didn't see it. I hope so.
Well, you know what? If failure is listening, please chime in, at least in the chat, if you don't want to actually join the stream, to let us know if you have actually witnessed any of these events going on, because I am curious. How much Florida Man shit does failure see and is numb to? That's where the question really lies in this whole thing.
Okay, so if anybody is curious, I have set up my criteria for I only have one new Florida Man article amongst all of these. All of these are older. These are the best Florida Man articles I could find. But one of them that I was going to do last night that we didn't end up getting to has been included in this list. And I'm very excited for it. But these are, I don't have much criteria other than, I don't want a Florida Man. So I'm not going to bring out the Florida Man stories of Florida Man executes like 19 people in a bus station or some shit like that. Because that is some crazy Florida Man shit to do, but we're going for a little more lighthearted. We want to break Brockus. We don't want to like break his will to live. We just want to break his mind.
Oh, speaking of break Brockus and wills to live, Will Honorless has the first comment with hashtag break Brockus. So, yeah.
And Insane Hippie is asked, when are you guys actually going to start on time? We started 2 fucking minutes ago, right on time. Yeah. Motherfucker, where the fuck were you? That's the question.
I think he was looking away from the computer for once. Like, damn, they're not going to start on time. And then he sees that we're doing the stream. It's like, they were a minute late. Fuck them.
No, these fucking retards that we call our audience, they can never figure out that these are scheduled shows. Even if it says 10:45, that's just because of how the fucking Hangouts thing works.
I don't know technical stuff.
Okay. I think we're going to start off with the lighter stuff because I do, not everything can be the best Florida Man article, so I do have a range. But at the beginning, I think we're going to let Brockus pick his poison, and we're going to go with, go ahead and pick between 400-pound woman survives sexual assault by herd of manatees, or Florida Man 33 robs gas station minutes after submitting job application.
No. Oh. The fact that there was a 400-pound woman about to be sexually assaulted.
I think we have a winner.
My brain was focused on trying not to laugh at that alone.
No, that's okay. You can laugh. I laughed my ass off when I saw this shit.
Is that the fucking headline, by the way?
That is the headline. 400-pound woman survives sexual assault by herd of manatees.
Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, yeah, we're starting off with a fat bang. Ish, kinda. It almost happened.
Fort Pierce, Florida. The U.S. Coast Guard rescued a Florida woman from frightening assault by a herd of manatees yesterday near Pepper Park Beach, a popular beach in the area. I would assume so. I'm betting it's pretty damn popular for those manatees.
Yeah.
The tourist on vacation went for a swim near 2 p.m. in the afternoon when she was suddenly caught up by a herd of male manatees that possibly mistook her, the poor woman, for a female manatee.
The woman is so fat and misshapen that a fucking swarm of manatees thought that, no, that fatty over there is one of our own. You sure She's got weird hair on the head. I'm
She's the only female manatee in the area. She got swarmed. It's like that Jodie Foster movie.
Which
I don't
one?
remember the name. The one where she gets like raped in a fucking bar on a pool.
Oh God,
I don't remember the name of it, but that one was pretty bad.
South Park made a reference to it too.
Yes, they did. Yeah, I was just playing around in the water when suddenly I noticed a herd of manatees next to me. At first I was curious, but eventually I became scared when they started getting agitated. She recalls, visibly traumatized by the latest events. Then something pulled me underwater as I gagged for air. I felt the crushing weight of one of the beasts on my back, and at that moment I thought I was going to die. It all happened in a flash. All I remember is the horrifying sight of the manatees trying to grab me and force me into submission. Luckily, a man on a jet ski caught their attention and scared them away moments before the Coast Guard rescued me, she told reporters. A bloody vaginal discharge. This is a category within the article. Bloody vaginal discharge. Thank you, article. The sexual assault of the herd of manatees on a human being could be explained by the menstrual cycle of the vacationer, believes Jane Keller, professor of biology at the University of South Florida. She is a professor, however, it is at the University of South Florida. So everybody take this advice with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think anyone can take anything you just gave them with a grain of salt. And everyone is just going to immediately reject the buffet of fat bitch you just dropped onto their fucking plates. Why would you do this to them?
Because they asked for it. Everyone loves the Best of Florida Man, and I can hear you shaking, literally shaking already, Brockus. So we're off to a good start.
Well, we started in a pretty good place. I'm a little hard.
When a female manatee goes into estrus, she is soon detected and pursued by numerous male manatees throughout the cycle. During that time, the female can mate with a dozen or more males in what is known as an estrus or mating herd.
Oh no!
So the female, so that's how manatees mate. Just gangbang bukakis all day on the fucking female manatees. That's their MO.
Is that why the sea is so salty? Do not open your mouths in the water, people. It's got stuff in it.
Okay, I would definitely suggest that women not go swimming during their menstrual cycle in areas where manatee mating occurs.
You know, if there's sea animals around, just don't fucking do it. If you're a female, don't do it. You know what? If there are dolphins around, don't do it no matter.
The manatee rape squad migration app that tracks the location of these hoodlums, aquatic hoodlums. Oh man. Okay. Tyler Smith, a 17-year-old lifeguard present during the sexual assault, believes she is lucky to be alive. We often see manatees nearby, but it's the first time they attacked someone, he admits. There were so many manatees around her. I think I counted at least 10 of them. They were all fighting against each other to get on her back and hump her. It was like a big manatee gangbang. She is definitely lucky to be alive, he acknowledges, visibly distraught by the whole affair. What if now she can't get off any other way?
Yeah, now she needs that manatee.
She's got to have the sounds of manatee and some big fat dude fucking plowing her from behind.
Okay. This story has officially been redubbed the Manatee Grape Force.
Although experts claim this is an unprecedented and isolated incident, increased security measures will be taken to prevent further occurrences of such tragic incidents, say local authorities.
Oh, man. You can thank Peterbilt Confederacy 379 for that Manatee Grape Force comment. Just saying. I'm going to give the credit where it's due.
Will, that is a direct quote from the article. What is it? They were all fighting against each other to get on her back and hump her. It was like a big manatee gangbang. That's what the lifeguard is quoted as saying.
I don't.
Oh, I love Florida so much.
Mark, don't move there. For fuck's sake, do you hear this? Do not move. Wait a second. Once again, I have to wonder if Failure was at the beach when this went down.
Failure was one of the goddamn manatees.
Yeah,
That's rude.
he was disguised.
Failure has standards. He would not go after a 400-pound fat bitch.
I don't know, man. How many standards can you have at that size?
That's basically all. That's your only standard. There is a weight limit. I mean, I'm already heavy enough. I don't need you adding to it.
Look, I'm already close enough to breaking my bed. You can't get on here too.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to start a new thing. We call young girls jailbait. We're gonna have to start calling the fatties whale bait.
What? Wheel bait?
Whale bait.
Oh, whale bait. Oh, God. Yeah. Whale bait.
We got jailbait and whale bait.
So much wrong.
All right, let me pull up my next article here.
Brockus,
Yeah.
don't ever fuck a girl who it looks like maybe a manatee would fuck.
No,
Promise me that much.
I have never done that, and I
And
don't
if
think I
he
ever
asks
will.
you to put on a manatee mask, you fucking run. You run, Brockus. Okay, next up we have Florida man, 33, robs gas station minutes after submitting job application.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, Rob's gas station. That's not the title of the gas station. He's robbing it.
He's robbing
Okay.
it, and I included
Oh
this.
yeah,
with
no.
just
I was
for
thinking
the
it was called
sheer
Rob's gas station too.
stupidity of like turning in an application, then walking out of the store, and going around the back and putting on a mask, and pulling out your gun and walking back into the store to rob the motherfucker. Make sure that application's on top, nigga, or I'll fucking blast you, motherfucker.
No. There is a skit. There is a fucking skit. I can't remember who did it. I want
It's
to
like
say it
Key
was.
and Peele or some shit like that. I know what you're talking about.
I don't think it was Key and Peele, but it might have been Key and Peele. But yeah, a dude comes into a bank and he's essentially robbing the place, but he's not actually robbing it. He
Or in
wants
Living Color, something like that.
he wants a job, basically. He demands a job application. He gets a legitimate job, and he's still doing it as the masked armed robber. And that's his character. It's one of the funniest fucking skits. And like this story is making me go back to that, and I'm thinking, did they get inspired for that skit? Because
Pose Law, Florida man
Brockus.
Pose Law right here.
Brockus,
what?
you're the host. Say hello to the lady.
What up, Leaf?
Hello.
How you doing, Leaf?
I just woke up and then I was like, oh, I have a link to this stream, so I hopped in.
Are you
Fair enough.
That was a
are you
good
from
story.
Florida by any chance, Leaf?
What?
Are you from Florida by any chance?
God no, I'd rather kill.
She's from Canada.
Oh, that's almost as bad. That's close.
Yeah, according to Will on her list, she's Canadopal.
Get it
We
double.
call her
Okay.
Snowple, remember?
I don't think we've talked before. It's good to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Hey. So we are taking the best of Florida man stories and trying to make Brockus and Brain explode. If you like, if you want to send me your Twitter handle, throw it in the side chat real quick. I will send you some of these links, and you can do some of these stories to Brockus if you want.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the side chat will work.
She shows up and you're making her do work, Rob.
She doesn't have to. She can fucking sit here and just bask in the glory that is Florida man. We have that
I know
option as
a bunch-
well.
I know a bunch of great Florida man.
I just
stories.
know I just know I'm a little stopped up, so people might get sick of hearing me all.
Rob, I know she's very quiet, but you interrupted her saying she knows a bunch of Florida man stories.
Oh well, fucking wonderful. She's my new favorite person then.
She came pre-prepared.
Oh hell yeah! Then maybe we should trade off.
Really?
We don't have to. You can just
Oh.
like what? We're doing a show here, Snowball. Just to
My-
let you know.
God damn it! What's the snowball? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, you are the snow opal.
Oh no.
Okay, so I want to address something that you actually said earlier. You said something about Florida man bask in the glory. All right,
Yeah,
I was unaware that Sweaty Crisco and meth was basking in the glory.
Basket
But okay,
it.
Don't
Basket
tell
it,
me you didn't enjoy that video, Brockus.
You'll learn to love it, Marcus. You'll learn to love it.
there's a lot of things wrong with Florida man and Florida woman. But let's get on with the show. Come on, hit me with another story. Tell this motherfucker robbed a place after he applied to.
Yeah, this is actually a very short article. It's just beyond retarded. Police say dim-witted Anthony Thomas stole $130 Tuesday, just minutes after asking for work at a Citgo gas station in Ocala, Florida. The 33-year-old had only just handed over his full name and address to bosses when he spotted that the register had been left open. With the cashier's back turned, surveillance footage appears to show him reaching over and lifting out wads of notes that he then hid in his clothes. Cops tracked down
Immediately after handing over his name and address and all that.
yeah. Oh my god, what a fucking moron. Cops tracked down Thomas, who put up a fight before being arrested soon after. I didn't rob no store, no stove, he reportedly later claimed to officers. And that is the article. There is some video of him reaching over and grabbing bills out of the cash register.
I don't.
It's how fucking stupid you gotta be.
Very apparently. I'm gonna go into this place and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna apply to get a job here because I want a job here. Hold on. While I'm here, how about I fucking rob the place? That's a great idea. Yeah. Not only do I get money for those fucking Newports that I want, I'm assuming.
I'm getting a job.
But I'm also getting a job so I can keep buying my Newports.
That's the thing. Maybe he didn't know there was a fucking camera. I mean, he's a retard if he didn't know there was a fucking camera. But maybe he didn't know there was a fucking camera. He's still got to realize that if the money goes missing while he's the guy standing there, they're gonna go, "Hey, maybe it was this guy whose name and address we have."
Right? There's a lot of dumb going on here. Wait, was he on meth?
I don't know. It didn't say. He put up a fight though.
Oh, he put up a fight
with cops when they went to go pick him up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it wouldn't be at the store. They found it from footage. But yeah, no. If you're putting a fight up with cops, if you're that fucking stupid, I'm gonna say he was probably on something.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to be. Like that's you got to try to be that stupid without drugs.
Yeah, it's Florida man. We're gonna go ahead and give all these people the benefit of the doubt that they are on drugs, and that is the main cause for their actions.
Yeah, what's popular in Florida? Meth, PCP, heroin,
bath salts,
all of it.
Anything you can find.
Bath salts.
all of the above. Like as soon as what's the popular drug in Florida? All of it.
I mean, it's got to be basically the same in California.
You have to be specific. I'm specifically telling you every drug known to man is popular in Florida.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah, you got the young people who just like to do all the fun shit. Then you got the old people who are probably hooked on all the legal shit. Yeah, there probably is every drug popular down there.
The every fucking old person retirement home has two kinds of pharmacies: the legal kind and the illegal kind. Sometimes you.
Yeah, I guess if you're getting old enough, like if I had fucking Alzheimer's or something, I'd probably take a bunch of acid. My memory's already going. Who the fuck cares if I lose it, right?
Why the fuck not?
I'd be sitting there in the fucking nursing home, just laying on my back, tripping the fuck out.
Go out like a champ.
I'm not gonna make it to a nursing home. My lifestyle does not support that.
You think your wife would pay for your wife or kids would pay for a nursing home for you as well?
I don't think anyone would pay for a nursing home for him.
We should start a GoFundMe now and promote the shit out of it, and maybe we can get him a couple months of nursing home by the time he retires.
Just in case I make it to my senior years, put me in a home.
This is his retirement fund, people. That's
put Schmeckel in a home. GoFundMe right now. Let's do it.
We're starting it now because we're pretty sure he's going to be struck with dementia in the next 5 years.
Like 20 minutes.
20
Oh,
minutes.
5 years. You're giving me a long time.
I'm giving you. I'm being.
Oh, I
nice.
was giving you more than that. I was giving you until retirement age to go into the home. Where I was, you need years to get, to get a couple cents here and there every
No.
month or two.
30 is retirement age for Schmeckel. Once he gets to 30, he's just, it's down.
You're not 30. I thought you were like 47, Schmeckel. Jesus.
I'm
fucking
25.
Christ.
I'm young.
God, you're gonna die so soon.
It's crazy, right? Rob, he's younger than me, you, and Mark, but he
Yeah.
looks older than all three of us.
I wouldn't say I necessarily look older than you, Brockus, but definitely Mark and Rob.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what the fuck is in your goddamn
Yeah,
genes.
and
Comos
you're more than
are
10
elves.
You're more than 10 years younger than me, and you look fucking 10 years older than me.
Yeah, that's about accurate for most people. Me compared to most people your age.
Here's the fucked up thing. When Mark goes to Florida, he's just going to rapidly age real damn fast because meth is in the air. Let's be honest.
It comes in off that salt breeze,
Do you smell that sea air? Yeah, I'm getting
That's
really
bad.
fucking high from it. So let's get the hell out of this state.
Apathetic Rancher says Schmeckel is automatically given a room in a Florida nursing home because he's a Jew. Is that true? Can Jews get free housing? Because I'll pretend to be a fucking Jew.
Wouldn't have to work that hard for it either. Just tell him your name is Schmeckel. You have curly hair.
I'll pull a bit of fucking putty on my nose. It'll be fine.
Start calling people schmucks every now and then.
Yeah, say things like "oi." I'll get away with it. I
You
can
do
be
say
convincing
things
Jew.
like "oi." What the fuck?
Do I really?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're already half Jew.
Hey, if I say "oi," I'm
Not the
completely
good half.
fucking up.
Oh my god.
You're usually fucking high or drunk when you're doing it, which is often.
So anyway, back to Florida, man.
Back to Florida Man.
Florida Man stories.
Now, this was picked this is a very short article, but the reason I suspect it's a short article is because the author of the article could not stomach writing anymore about it. The headline for Brockus, prepare yourself, brace yourself, bro.
Okay.
Police say Florida man had sex with pit bull as neighbors begged him to stop.
Oh my
Nope.
As neighbors begged him to stop.
No. No.
The neighbors are watching and he's just like, no, I'm gonna keep this up.
Come on, bro, please. Just
No.
Okay, shocked neighbors begged and pleaded as they watched a Florida man have sex with a pit bull in his yard.
I have a
temperature
question.
unit
Why the
for-
fuck were they watching?
I don't know.
Please
You know
tell
what?
me it
I-
says
It was
somewhere
wet.
that he made eye contact with one of them.
Oh, I'm shy.
I literally walked away from
Prolonged eye
like, I'm not
contact.
even joking. All of my no's were actually me walking away from my computer and saying it one more time before I actually went outside, closed the fucking door. Who is the sick bastard doing something like this to pit bulls? Anyone who follows my Twitter feed knows that at least once a week, mostly once a week, I would assume, I find a pit bull post and I fucking share that shit because I fucking love pit bulls. They're adorable. They're cute. They're very cuddly, lovable little dogs. They have a bad rep. Fuck everyone who's trying to say they're monsters. I will kill you.
Yeah, they're not monsters.
I'm a
Hey,
monster. not-
Brockus, remember the dog that was dressed up as Paddington Bear from earlier?
This thing was so fucking adorable. I shared it with Sophie.
Okay. Bernard Marcinek, 57, of Tampa, was arrested Wednesday morning and charged with aggravated animal cruelty, sexual activity involving animals, and 2 counts of being a felon in possession of a firearm, according to Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Locals who saw the alleged sex act yelled at Marcinek, but he ignored them. Witnesses flagged down an officer who interviewed and arrested Marcinek. 8 pit bulls were taken from his home.
Rob, I gotta cut you off here. We have Nikki V Gaming in the chat saying, "Notice me, senpai." Would you please recognize that she's here, Rob?
Mickey V Gaming, what is up? How you
There
doing?
you go. You got exactly what I'm sure you were asking for.
Welcome. Okay, the last sentence is 8 pit bulls were taken from the home. And
8 pit. Oh, and you know
there you
he.
go. Yes.
Do you figure he just had a favorite that he was fucking, or do you think he's fucking all those
It's just,
dogs?
he was building up a harem.
Did you tell him about the Florida man getting arrested after chasing people with an alligator in a Jacksonville store yet?
I did. Well, no, we were going to cover that last night, but we didn't get to it. And I
But
wasn't.
You
gonna
didn't
cover
tell
that.
us about it.
Oh, damn it, Ren! Why would you do that to me?
I wasn't going to go, and that doesn't really count as a best of. I mean, it's kind of funny, and it got national news. But what I thought was funny was the dude has no fucking memory of where he got the gator, no memory of running through the store. He was on some crazy ass shit. It was like charging people with the gator. It's some crazy.
What about the Florida man that got charged for trying to barbecue sex offenders at a motel?
That I don't mind. That's a good thing.
He's my favorite Florida man.
That Florida man's a fucking hero. He deserves his cape and
The police
FM.
asked him why he didn't do it, and he said because you guys got here too soon.
Okay, how about we give Brockus, after that one, we give Brockus a little break and do an awesome Florida man story.
Wait a second. So there's good Florida man stories?
There
Like,
is, well, you will
There
learn.
are some good people in Florida, Brockus. Believe it or not.
aside from failure, who?
I got 2 breaks, 2 headlines that will just
Failure's
make
not
you
a
happy.
Failure's not a good person. He's the unnamed guy in all of these stories.
Oh god.
See, Brockus, we can't kill you right away. We have to let you recuperate a little so we can break you down further. I mean, so I for the night, I do have 2 headlines that will make you happy, and we'll do one of them now. Okay, Florida man bitten by shark, punched by monkey twice, struck by lightning, bitten by snake.
Huh?
That is your headline for you. All right, Tampa. Nature apparently has it out for some people. For instance, Eric Nori, a man who, in his 40 years on Earth, has had his run-ins with monkeys, sharks, rattlesnakes, and the hammer of Thor himself. Nori is currently recovering from his latest attack, in which a shark bit off a chunk of his leg during a spearfishing trip in the Bahamas. I felt a shark grab my leg, and the ripping sound, and when I turned around and the water was filled with blood, it looked like a Jaws movie, Nori told WTSP News. He used part of his spearfishing equipment to make a tourniquet after making his way to a sandbar. His daughter called for help over a radio, and he is now in a Tampa hospital awaiting surgery. That was a tough ride, Nori told Fox News in Tampa. I really did think I was going to die.
No.
God, can you imagine getting bit by a shark and even under the water, like hearing a ripping sound?
This man needs to never. Okay, he needs to
Well,
never leave his fucking
See,
house.
what you don't understand, Rob, is I actually was bit by a shark once in the back of the head.
Oh god.
He almost took my fucking brains out, but I walked it off. I didn't even see a fucking doctor. You know, that's not how you do it here in fucking Queens.
No, but seriously, this guy needs to, 1, never leave his house. 2, if for some reason he works at a business that does international stuff and he needs to go to Australia, never do this. This man needs to never go to Australia. That whole fucking country.
This place is filled with animals trying to kill him.
It's not just animals. It's the entire environment. Everything there is trying to kill the people that inhabit it. And people like Bering, Suit Yourself, Rory, and Sugar Tits, all of them. Every one of them just don't fucking understand. Move.
Yeah, they live in a terrible place, and if they were
can't
smart,
move. They're all criminals.
No,
we
no.
can't let
See,
people.
their ancestors were criminals. Those guys, I understand why they lived there. Anybody past them, I don't get it. You have the opportunity to get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Anyway,
right.
I'll be right back. You know what? This is Brockus and Rob running the show tonight, so Leafs in charge.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Leave us a furry.
Nori's encounters with the dangers of nature go all the way back to his childhood, according to the New York Daily News. When he was 10 years old, a tree under which he stood was struck by lightning. He was blown over by the strike, but was unhurt. Years later, he was bitten by a rattlesnake while walking in a country club and nearly lost his leg. He spent 2 weeks in intensive care. The New York Daily News also reports that he was attacked by monkeys twice. Once because he wandered too close to a simian while in the Amazon. The second time was a result of a joke of sorts played by his wife.
Oh, God.
She locked Nori in a cage with a small monkey, which then proceeded to bite, hit, and pelt him with his own keys. His wife wasn't worried, though. She took photos and giggled. And that is the end of that article.
Okay, so he says he went to the Amazon and got attacked by a simian. So let me point out one more fucking thing. This man needs to never go to Australia
Yeah.
or the fucking Amazon. Do you have any idea how small and inconvenient their fucking deadliest of reptiles are in the Amazon? I don't know what it is about the fucking Amazon, but the bigger, the scarier, and the more dangerous they are, but also the smaller and deadlier they are. The bigger ones, the bigger creatures, bigger reptiles, they don't have venom. They don't have fucking toxics or anything like that. They're big enough to eat this fucking man. The small things will just kill him with a fucking, I don't know, just scraping up against him, biting him, whatever. This guy is a walking death trap.
I was, after reading the headline, I was desperately hoping that like he was at a zoo or something and got struck by lightning and then staggered backwards and fell into a snake pit and then tried to get out and got bit by a rattlesnake while then, and then some monkeys freaking out because the lightning run around and beat the fuck out of him, and then he falls into the fucking aquarium and gets. That would have been an amazing fucking story if all that shit happened in one go.
Now, we have had a request in the chat, and I can't turn it down. It is from somebody who I pretend to respect. Leaf, if you would be so kind as to make Brockus do the truffle shuffle.
Yes.
Brockus,
she's
you know
fu-
you're not going to say no if a girl
Okay.
asks.
That I can make him squee though, because his fixation on keep fluffy animals can be used against him at any given time.
Well, Ren has been sending me pictures of red pandas, and she knows how much I fucking adore red pandas, and I have not been
That is
squeeing.
another thing to add to my list. I will make sure to also send you red pandas when you are on streams.
I want a mogwai.
Brockus, the only way she's going to stop is if you show your titties and shake them around a bit for us.
That's a bullshit ass fucking thing. You know she's gonna do it, even if she doesn't have incentive. Her incentive is to
that's
make you go daw on fucking air.
Red said he'll send red pandas for truffle shuffle. Sounds like a fair exchange.
I've already got plenty of red panda pictures. Besides, I can go find my own damn red panda fucking pictures and videos. Why am I turning into
Brockus,
scrub on the stream?
Hey, you want to make the Monday night morning show work? You gotta get them titties out. You gotta work for me.
I don't fucking get my titties out. That's the wrong goddamn thing. Oh, you motherfuckers. I see that I've sent something.
All right, cunts. 1, if you want to see Brockus titties. 2, if I don't know, you should kill yourself.
What?
I feel
What?
like you give them a fair choice. 1, they want to see your titties. 2, they're gonna go commit suicide.
Ren said she'll send Brockus a boob pic for a truffle shuffle.
No, I'm seeing 1s here, Brockus. I see a 4. Somebody.
Oh,
But,
well,
I'm mainly seeing 1s. 2, your boyfriend's gonna go kill himself, Lee.
what?
Samaj, you showed up just in time. Brockus is gonna shake his titties about.
God damn it, no, I'm not. That's not
We
a thing.
can't
This is not
continue,
happening.
Brockus. We can't continue without it.
It's all good. I think I'll live my life without seeing those.
I think,
well,
okay.
I don't think the rest of our viewers will, because I gave them 2 options. Brockus shakes his titties or they commit suicide, so.
Well, I mean,
Pretty sure they'll commit suicide if they see my titties.
that's a
Yeah, so it's a
Turn this
win-win.
stream right around, Brockus.
that's a stupid option. What is wrong with you, Schmecker? What's wrong with you? God damn it!
He is high and drunk often.
Oh, that's true. What
Frequently.
was I thinking? Oh God!
How you doing, Samaj?
All right,
That's fucking
pretty.
awesome.
It's pretty hot out right now. Sweating my balls off.
It's good to know.
Sweating your balls off.
That's a terrible phrase. I don't know why I said that. Well, I know why I said that. My fucking underwear is all like sweaty and like ball soupy. It's gross. I feel gross.
Samaj, there's
Shut
a
up.
woman here that I've been trying to convince to hook up with you.
She's from Manitoba. There's a very high risk that she's related to me. I'm not gonna do it. Even though she sounds
Beggars can't be choosers, Samaj.
look, even though she sounds absolutely adorable, and I would love to hear that voice in the bedroom. I'm not gonna do it.
God.
I'm not gonna risk going to hell
Brockus,
just to get laid.
Samaj, you're going to hell anyway. Look at the show you're on right now.
That's very true. What were my options? Oh, I forgot. There's a lady in the room. I'm sorry.
No, Brock is
Just
Brock is-
apologize and tell her that she's pretty if she's not your cousin.
There is not a lady in the room. Brockus identifies as a man.
You bitch. It sounds like you're an expert, Mark.
That's
This is
wrong.
Robert.
No, I know. I'm actually talking to Mark in the chat right now because
Oh.
apparently he's still demanding for my titties. I don't know why.
Because
Weird.
they're lovely titties, Brockus. You should be proud of them. You should
'Cause
show
he's
them
very
off as much
close
as
to finishing.
possible.
He's very. We're still getting ones in the chat. It's still just ones all day in the chat.
Yeah, he's also
yeah,
saying that
so,
if
you know.
Rose McGowan could take a Jew dick for fame, then I can pop these titties out. Look, I have popped my titties out far too often in this goddamn stream alone. Not this
Okay,
stream.
fuck. Hey, you know what? $5 and this cheap whore will whip his titties out. You feel better, Brockus?
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
First of all,
yeah.
I just want to say, if you're good at something like grossing the fucking chat out with your fat man hairy titties, never do it for free.
Exactly. I offered you $5. I'm gonna take that whole $5, obviously, but
After
you know, there will be payment. For it.
YouTube takes their cut.
Yeah, I'll take something like the $2 YouTube leaves.
Jesus, it's like there's just way too many people. Like they came here for Florida, man, and now they're demanding Brockus titties.
Yeah, now they want to see some California man.
Terrible idea. Nobody wants these commie boobs.
Whip him out, man.
I'm not a commie, but
If Brockus shows his titties, I'll show this stream to 60,000 people right now.
Brockus.
We got
There
the
you go.
five.
Well,
the
we got
apathetic
$5
ranter.
and the offer to fucking share it out. $5 for the apathetic ranter. Leaf is a weeboo T-boot. What the fuck's a T-boot? Leaf is a
no,
weeboo
no.
T-boot otherkin. Shake them titties. I assume he means Brockus, not Leaf.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So the story behind the Tiaboo thing is because he said I was trying to like appropriate British culture in a joking way because I like tea a lot. So he started calling me a Tiaboo, and well, I get called a weeaboo because I don't even know.
because you're half Japanese, you automatically have to have it.
Yes, pretty much.
You're a weeboo, whether you want to be a fucking weeb or not. You
True.
also furry otherkin.
Look,
No.
I mean, look. I'm just gonna say this. I might be one part British, but you still gotta stay off me, okay? Just don't. I'm not going to hell. I'm not going to hell for this. Fucking
Samaj, you've been on a fast track to hell. Okay,
yeah.
this is the
so-
highway to hell, and your ass is fucking on it.
I just
Why?
don't want to be reminded, Brockus.
Why am I being presented? I have been jumping back and forth between tabs all fucking night, and I'm just jumped back into the hangout and I'm being presented. Why am I? Being
Yeah. You're being presented because you gotta whip your titties out.
Not doing it.
Oh, well, we got the money, Brockus.
Wait, what?
Well, people donated to see your titties, Brockus.
Oh no.
I hate my life and everything that encompasses it.
I know, and I love that about you.
I even got
Just
a very.
bite the pillow and get it over with, Brockus.
I don't want to bite the pillow. But you're going in dry. anyway.
The apathetic rancher says, I paid $5 for a truffle shuffle.
Damn it. He did. He paid for it. Son of a fucking bitch. I hate my life.
You have to do it.
Brockus.
Oh, Full Metal Panic had to correct me. I'm going to the. I'm going to be riding the highway to Hiffle.
Hold on. I have my fucking headphones off and I got to stand up for this shit.
Oh, you get full belly for this, guys. It's gonna be better than usual.
Make sure
I mean, not
he's
full belly. The
on
camera only
display.
has so much of a scope, but
Oh, you sexy bitch. Oh, I want some. Give me some.
they're like
Where's
lady
your
tits.
disco, Brockus? So I can bask.
Oh my
That's all you get.
god. Okay,
Hate
I'll
myself.
hold up. I'll hold up my end of the deal, and I'll show the stream to 60,000 people.
There we go.
There
There
you
you
go,
go.
Brockus. Now 60,000 people will potentially see that.
Like the possibility in the past, the 5 fucking times I have done on fucking air already.
In the past 2 minutes.
Oh shit, we should make a compilation of those. Somebody go and clip all that. American
Sounds-
Phoenix, you're good at that shit.
Better.
Clip all that for me.
Nobody
Every
better.
Brockus truffle shuffle.
I hate my life.
Lord knows I'm not going to do it.
Tonight at 10, Brockus kills himself.
Hell, Lord knows I have more dignity than that. Sorry.
Apparently, I
Man,
don't.
Brockus, you're being insulted by Yobi.
Wait, what? Shit,
What?
is Yobi here?
Yeah, we got Yobi in the chat. He says you're fat and ugly. The look of the average cunt stream viewer.
Oh, chat.
The worst part is I can't disagree with him.
Oh.
Oh, neither can I. But it's still better than being the outside dog, you little fucking faggot.
Don't listen to him, Brockus. You're a sexy beast. You're a sexy manatee.
I am not. Dance for daddy. God damn it.
Brockus, if I were a manatee and I saw you swimming in the ocean, I'd rape you a little. Yeah, at least the tip.
No.
All right. Shall we continue?
We
Yeah.
probably should.
Let's continue. I don't want to focus too much on the fact that I just showed my fat man titties again to the entire fucking audience.
Yeah, well, it's not like. it's not like the
We'll
first time.
focus again on that later in the stream when we get you to whip them out again.
All right. Moving on, we have Florida cop too drunk to collect award for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. What do you do if you're stuck in a Fort Lauderdale, Ohio for 2 days at an anti-drunk driving conference? If you're Pinellas County Sheriff Michael Saliga, you get bombed. So bombed, in fact, you're too drunk to collect the special award you're scheduled to receive for making over 100 DUI arrests. And later on, you're spotted in the hotel halls stumbling around in nothing but your underwear. According to a report obtained by WFLA, the incident took place during a 2-day DUI law enforcement training seminar hosted by Mothers Against Drunk Driving, a group who have a reputation for frowning upon excessive drinking. It seems as though Saliga had little regard for the educational aspect of the conference, however, given the fact that he packed a bottle of Jameson into his patrol car before making his way to the event, and was later seen skipping out of his first training session in order to drink and play cornhole in the hotel's courtyard. Ra's story also alleges Saliga was incapacitated when he drove himself to the event. But Saliga, who clearly learned a few things from the 100 or so people he arrested, insists he only had 1 or 2 drinks.
Bullshit. 1 or 2 drinks after the 5 bottles he polished off. Okay.
Hopefully, a swift and serious punishment will teach him a lesson. What's that? This all happened in July, and instead of being fired, he was given 1-day paid suspension and promoted to detective? Fucking Florida. And that's the article.
Well, I guess those mothers were pretty fucking pissed off for quite a while.
I included that, some of these aren't too crazy, but that is just fully, beautifully encapsulates Florida.
Well, yeah, no, if you're going to piss people off, that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to jump right on into the next one I have for you.
Rob,
Yeah.
this one better either be sexy or about eating poo.
It's about marriage.
That's not sexy.
Or about eating food.
Ferris wheels.
Is that a priority? Do we have to
It's
come
a
up with
Florida
a story?
woman. It's a Florida woman.
Oh, that's really not sexy.
No, it's really not. I will get to the sexy ones. I'm just trying to get past the. I'm trying to build them. So we're going through the easier. I've done a couple crazy ones for Brockus, but we got to get through just the stupid ones, the ultimate Florida stupidity, and then we'll get to the sexy. Let's see.
As long as I'm able to finish tonight, Rob.
You will be. Oh, trust me, you will be. You spin me right round. Florida woman gets married to a Ferris wheel named Bruce after failed relationships with an airplane and a train.
Failed relationships. She's had relationships with inanimate objects that didn't work out.
Yes. Yes, it just weren't the right,
Okay, I gotta ask who left you.
Was it the toaster? Oh, no, wait. No, she had to leave the toaster because he tried to kill her in the bath.
Red, stop sending me puppy pics of pit bulls. They're too fucking cute.
No, stop it, Red. Stop healing his mind. We need to snap from the cringe.
Oh, this was wearing pajamas.
He'll need some aftercare.
You can do all that afterwards. For the remainder of the stream, I'd like you to exclusively send him Igor nudes.
Either that or what's it called? Bigfoot erotica.
I will gouge my fucking eyes out if you send me either of those things.
Are you telling me you couldn't get off to Bigfoot, Brockus?
Yeah, no.
I know how many times you've gotten off to this fucking avatar. Samaj's fucking avatar. All the other fucking monkey pictures Samaj draws. He's very good at drawing monkeys. You know damn well it's just a step up. Step down? For you to fuck Bigfoot.
Let me just point out, I know what you guys really look like. Hence, that's how I'm able to do it.
Oh, you just imagine the monkey with the long
really
hair.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could get off to that. I'm gonna get off to that tonight.
I'm gonna make you finish twice before we're done. Schmeckle, get ready. Well, not with this article, but I got more coming. He was tall, with limbs of steel, definitely the strong, silent type. And when he lifted her up in his arms, her heart pounded with excitement. Linda Ducharme knew her parents would never approve of her latest boyfriend. It was a 40-foot-tall Ferris wheel, after all. But then they say love knows no bounds. Mrs. Ducharme first encountered the skydiver ride, which she named Bruce, in 1982. She was instantly smitten and ran away to join the carnival just so she could be with him. Their relationship has certainly had its ups and downs. Miss Ducharme, who's 55, who has also fallen in love with an airplane and a train, lost contact with Bruce in 1986 before tracking him down to a Kansas scrapyard years later and nursing him back to health. The couple were married by a non-denominational preacher last year in Florida.
The couple?
The couple.
No, it's a lady with a fucking sick goddamn fetish for inanimate objects. Well,
yes.
I would like to point out that Leaf has sent me proof that she did share it out to that large crowd. Brockus, you might be upset that the way she shared it was, if you want to see a grown man do the truffle shuffle and listen to stories about Florida man, come watch the stream.
Is she lying?
No, it's definitely what happened.
Exactly.
But I mean, now people have reason to go look for that truffle shuffle. Brockus, you better make it easy for them. Just whip him out again.
If we get more of an audience, I might be willing to do another truffle shuffle.
That means I'm gonna have to shill it out more. Hold on, I'm gonna cross share it more than I already have. See, I cross share.
Somebody's saying we got a minor in chat. If you guys are responded to I'm 12, what is this? Y'all haven't been on the internet long enough. If there isn't
especially with the name like Fakest.
Okay. Also, I just want to point out, man boobs are not a problem.
No, but if there are any actual minors watching right now,
please
stop that.
Leave right now.
Stop that.
If you actually are under the age of 18, get the fuck out.
Yeah, go do other things.
We have nudity.
No, we don't have nudity, but I mean, we don't have anything terrible, but I still don't want you here. It's a show that's
We
not for adults.
just had nudity. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, we did have some pretty hot nudity.
Wait, we did?
Samaj,
did
you
you
saw
miss
it.
the
Brock
truffle
just shook his
shuffle?
titties out.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. I should know better.
Golf City streaming. Hi, I heard there was nudity here.
Schmeckle, present me. You fucking false advertising. I gotta save the stream now.
AP,
There we go.
send AP the link. I fucking was trying to get him on, hit him up on Twitter earlier today. See if he wanted to jump on tonight.
All right, well, one of you go ahead and send him the link. I'm gonna go and not smoke illegal drugs.
That's a terrible thing to admit to. You're not. Yeah,
He's
go
lying.
away.
All right. Let's see. Let's finish this article before AP jumps in here real quick. Miss Ducharme, who kept her maiden name, is one of a small number of people who consider object lovers a condition known as objectum sexuality. This article is written very poorly.
No. Miss Ducharme, who kept her maid. Bitch, what name were you gonna take?
I
Roller
know.
coaster?
Bruce? Mrs. Bruce?
It's bitch, there was no name to take. Cyclone is just a name of the ride. You need to chill the fuck
Bruce
out.
the Cyclone. She recalls how the first time she got on the ride, she was left breathless. My heart was pounding as we went up the platform and I got on the ride. I felt like I was being taken by this ride. My goal is to spend the rest of my life with him and grow old with him. Mrs. Ducharme's previous relationship with a train had ended when she was caught locked in an intimate embrace with it and fired from her job as a conductor.
Oh no.
Sorry. Let's see. She says, I was seen in a romantic embrace with a train, and subsequently I was fired. Miss Ducharme said her parents were strongly against her relationships. My mother's reaction was completely off the wall. She was a very religious person.
I'm pretty sure religion had nothing to do with you can't fuck the vacuum cleaner, you dumb bitch.
To her, I was an abomination to God, and she wanted to change that.
Pretty sure she actually meant you're an abomination to humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not. I mean, lots of people fuck inanimate objects. Let's be honest. There are lots of sex toys out there. They ain't people, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there are things made for that, and there are things not so made for that.
I mean, there's a Tenga eggs have a design purpose. Okay.
No, it's the difference between fucking your
So,
pocket
technically
pussy
done
and
as a
fucking your
Ferris wheel.
exhaust pipe.
Oh, man. Okay. Tragedy struck in '86 when Bruce was damaged by a storm and sent to Kansas for repairs. The couple lost contact and Miss Ducharme spiraled into depression. I was completely alone, she said. I felt that I was dying from the inside. I was very, very lonely. But 25 years later, a friend tracked Bruce down to a scrapyard on the other side of the country, 3,000 miles away. Why? Why would you do that? Mrs. Ducharme immediately set off to track down her lost love. She recalled, I was carrying pizza to him. Bruce smells pizza, and there's the love of his life returning to him. It felt like I never left him. She brought the Ferris wheel pizza. Okay.
I don't know what to say with any of this.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna fuck the Ferris wheel, you gotta romance it a little first, you know.
You gotta buy dinner.
I'm in love with objects that can't move. They don't have a pulse, and there's nothing sexual about it.
Okay, you clearly need to be put down, young
Man,
lady.
there's a lot of fucking weird shit like that. You ever heard of those fucking people who have dolls that they treat as real fucking babies?
No. What?
Yeah, that's a thing. Apparently, it's mainly people who've had miscarriages and shit, right?
Yeah, but that's a psychological fucking thing that can be explained through science. This cannot.
Sure, it can. Her mind's
Really?
broke.
You can. Anyway, no. Well, yeah, obviously her mind is broke.
Her brain don't work so good. You know?
In other words, this woman is quite possibly the most insane human being that we have ever come across because she wanted to fuck a roller coaster. No, thank you.
After having failed relationships with a train and a plane.
I wonder what she named that. I want to know what she named that. That's what I'm curious about.
Steve and Dick.
Which one's Steve?
You know damn well which one's Steve.
No, you know what? A fakist in the chat says that Ferris wheel is going to get hashtag me too. I don't think a fucking Ferris wheel can get consent. I don't think a Ferris wheel is capable of giving consent. She is not just a Ferris wheel fucker. She is a Ferris wheel rapist.
They're married. I don't know if you can rape your spouse. It depends on it's Florida.
She clearly.
Can you rape your spouse in Florida?
Marriage. He could not even say yes to that marriage.
Hey, you guys ever see those videos of those like guys having sex with cars, like sticking them in the tailpipes?
There's a joke video that I've seen about it.
It's like, what the fuck? Where did that fucking come up so much?
Like,
you guys ever watch those videos?
Hey, you guys ever seen a
fucking
guy
cars?
fucking tailpipe?
Yeah, it's like,
Well, there's actually a couple of them. It was a weird thing that went on for a while on the internet. It was popping up on my Twitter feed and everything. So
was it a challenge? What is it? Was it a hashtag fucking?
no, it was more or less people in like the Middle East doing degenerate stuff, as they tend to.
Couldn't find a goat.
So let me get this straight, Samaj. There are people in the Middle East going around and having sex with cars.
Would you like to see a video?
No.
No.
You keep that to your damn self.
Yes, I could go
I'm
my
not
entire
surprised.
life.
You don't show us anything from your fat folder, Samash.
It's not. No, it's from YouTube. Oddly enough.
Of course it is.
Well, I think because there's no nudity, it's just some guy. It could be a prank for all we know. There's nothing there.
But Alex Jones better fucking get his ass off. No,
Alex-
this is CNN. This is Florida Man. Florida Man.
Alex Jones is already back.
What do you mean? Like on Twitter?
Yeah, at least on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that.
don't think he got kicked off of Twitter.
No, I was wrong about that. I thought he was because there was a lot going on, but he was kicked off of like Facebook. I know that.
Okay.
Facebook,
I know that.
YouTube, and something else. I don't know.
I wasn't sure the exact site.
Well, he had a podcast on iTunes. He had it was also on Spotify. I think there was one on SoundCloud, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But he was taken down off of all of them at 3:00 in the morning. All at the same time.
It was definitely something that they all planned together, which is disturbing. But they also didn't, break any laws or nothing. So
Well, some of that's questionable. But here's the thing that makes me a little bit concerned. This is about he was taken off of all these platforms at 3:00 in the morning. Yeah. But he was also very instrumental in getting Donald Trump into the White House because he was. A lot of people who voted for him listen to InfoWars. But we have a primary coming up in America, election of some sort. And it seems a bit suspicious that he's going to take InfoWars down, who was instrumental in getting Trump in there. At least that's what some people have said.
there is some precedent for at least some of these sites taking him down.
Okay, I just want to point out there are a lot of conspiracy theory nuts out there, some of which truly believe that
multiple people in power are lizards.
No, not just that. Like I watched a video where people were unironically saying and claiming that this person is a tranny and this person is a tranny. People like fucking Kim Kardashian is a tranny.
No, Kim Kardashian is a tranny. She used to be a lizard person, but she transitioned. So now she's she went from male lizard to female human.
Okay.
It was a big transition.
No, I can't fight that one. Yeah, you got me there. You got me there.
No, yeah, I mean the logic, right?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman obviously was a dude. You can see that when she was young, before puberty, she had no boobs, but now she does. Obvious transition.
I'm gonna take every copy of all the movies that she's ever been in, and I want to beat you over the head with them. I want to take Leon the Professional first and just whack you across the face with it. Sick fuck. God damn it, Leaf. Really? Really? We're on the air and you're doing this to me? That hedgehog is cute. Got a little tiny hat.
I had to, because it's fun.
The otters don't have teeth. These are babies.
Yeah, the thing with the Alex Jones shit, it's disturbing that they planned and pulled this. They haven't broken any laws, and for at least some of the websites, there is precedent for it because a lot of them, as of the past couple of years, have those anti-fake news shit. All the rules against that, and Alex Jones and InfoWars are blatantly fake news a good amount of the time.
Well, here's the thing, and it was made relatively clear that in his divorce proceedings, his ex-wife, tried to use the InfoWars as a thing to say, look at this, he's clearly unstable, look at how he's behaving.
I remember that, and his response was to show up outside of the fucking courthouse and pull stupid shit. Not the best thing to show that you're...
Okay,
I don't remember specifically what it was he pulled.
Right.
Showed up outside the fucking courthouse pulling some dumb shit.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. He had what you're talking about. I think I vaguely remember what that is. That happened like after all the court stuff had happened. It was just that he had to say, and we know this now for a fact, that what he does is he says this on there is that's a character. That's not who he is as a person. His wife was trying to use that against him.
I get that entirely, but if you're just a character, then maybe you don't go so far as to pull that character into showing up outside the fucking courthouse during your fucking custody hearing.
That was after the custody.
Or after.
Well, no, the timing does matter. If it's already said and done, and the court's done, what you do afterwards is your own business.
Man,
he didn't. If like people are trying to,
it's a fucking custody thing. It's
a done custody.
Kid.
A done custody.
And you know, even if the thing's done, you can always go and try for a new fucking situation there. It's never finished with prejudice. By doing something like that, he's basically blown his chances of ever fucking having this kid.
Well, he already has the kids, so it didn't matter.
Oh, wait, he won.
Yeah, because his wife...
Then that's even fucking dumber!
Well, no, because...
He could now come back and go, hey, remember how you gave it to him? Look at this.
The point that I'm making is that it's a character. It's not something that needs to be taken seriously. And that's exactly how... And the judge felt the same...
It does have to be taken a little seriously when you bring it into your real-life fucking situations, right?
Well, not necessarily. All right.
No, I mean, not in the public eye. Like, the public can look and go, yeah, this guy's playing a character. In the eyes of the court, they're going to go, hey, this guy's a fucking retard. He's taking his character too far.
See, what's wrong with that statement is that it's like looking at American Psycho, and if the actor who plays the Psycho goes to court or something, and his ex-wife takes that movie into theaters and into the courtroom and says, "Look at him. He's clearly a psychopath. Look at him killing these people."
Yeah, but
it's a character. It's
a little different because it's like if he, on his own, as his own boss, without a director or anything like that, decided to, without notifying anybody, film American Psycho outside a courthouse.
I mean, if he didn't have a permit to do it or whatever, I guess. I mean, like, we don't know the reasons of how and why that filming outside of a courthouse happened, but as far as we can tell, it has nothing to do with that, with his actual court case or whatever. I mean, it's a little hard to say anything really about that. All you can really say is that he's an actor doing his thing.
I can definitely get that he's an actor.
I absolutely regret that I said the name Alex Jones on this stream. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh well, when you get to a certain point, you gotta be smart about it. Like, I don't care. Say I'm an actor. I'm one of those actors who's always in fucking character. It comes to a fucking it comes to shit involving my kid. I'm dropping out of character real fucking quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did when he was in court. Look, he's an actor. He's playing a part. He's playing a bit. It's the same way that Stephen Colbert played as a Republican journalist or whatever. It's the exact same thing. The difference is that they're on the internet, and some people don't get that he's playing a joke. He's playing a character. His wife tried to use it against him, and it didn't work.
I'd like to think he's playing a character because it's either that or he's legitimately nuts. But
Rob, shut the fuck up. We're talking about this. Fuck you.
But this is me and Brock's show tonight, brother. Let's get back to Florida Man.
Rob, baby.
Dude, Alex Jones, I'm so damn tired of
Sweetie,
hearing about
honey,
Alex Jones.
sweetheart. It's always my show.
Yeah, it's your show. I just want to fucking get back to fucking Florida Man. Alex Jones is putting me to sleep, brother.
Alex Jones is putting stuff into the waters that's making the frogs gay.
But no, last thing about Alex Jones. I did really enjoy this shirtless horse picture.
Yeah. All right. We'll move back on to Florida Man.
Right on. All right, we're gonna fucking move on. Enough with the goddamn Ferris wheel. There's a little bit more, but it's stupid. It's so fuck. Who marries a goddamn Ferris wheel? All right, Brockus, you ready?
Yes.
We're getting back into it.
Give me the insanity. I'm ready for it. I'm not ready for any of this.
This is the last, like, mildly. Everything else is beyond fucked up. This is the last kind of mildly normal one that I have. Even though it's the best of. So, nearly nude man tased in airport. But of course, it's Florida Man, so you know there's going to be some twists coming. A man clad only in his underwear was tased last week after he dashed into the main concourse of Tallahassee Regional Airport claiming he had a plane to catch. Police made contact with 26-year-old Chris Haynes after he sped into the airport's main entrance and left his vehicle unattended in the drop-off loading zone just before 4 a.m. On May 5th. Haynes made a statement about having a plane to catch as he continued toward the Transportation Security Administration checkpoint, ignoring multiple commands to stop. Haynes was tased in the back and ass before he was arrested. He was uninjured and was not in possession of an airline ticket.
Okay. He's naked. I don't think he had an airline ticket to begin with.
No, I've actually witnessed something similar to this. He wasn't naked, but he was just in his
His chonies.
briefs. And he was in a subway station in Toronto. He just tried to fucking run in and jump the fucking turnstile. And he ended up getting tackled to the fucking ground. And then he actually did whip out a fucking subway pass.
Huh. But why would you do that to begin with? Like, I don't gotta pay for shit. I already have my pass.
I figured this guy was probably, mental. Why else are you in downtown Toronto in just your fucking skivvies?
This guy's definitely mental. The officer who tased Haynes wanted him to stop before he could reach the airport terminal because he could see a pair of nunchuckas coming out of his waistband of his underpants.
Wait, nunchuckas? Or do you mean
that's
nunchucks?
what they said. That's what it says in the article, is nunchuckas.
That's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Nunchuckas.
That's the proper spelling, man. Don't fucking... you got a fucking half Japanese chick right here. You're gonna make fun of the Asians.
Silent.
Rob, you piece of shit. You bigot. I'm sorry about this, Leaf. I didn't know he was such a racist piece of garbage. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, let's see. The TSA checkpoint is not secure, and the subject may have been able to access the airside of the airport terminal, the police report says. Airport Director Chris Curry said airport runway traffic does not begin until around 6 a.m. on average, and there was no impact on operations. Haynes told police he knew the officer was telling him to stop and that he would be tased. After he was detained, he said, "I kind of always wanted to be tased."
Oh my god!
You know what? I kind of get that. I'd kind of like to see what being tased feels like.
He also told the officer his name was God and was deep within sleep, like beyond sleep. Police were unable to tell if Haynes was under the influence at the time, court records say. Let me give you a little hint. Yes. Yes, he was. I can tell from the fucking article.
This
How
is
do you not
actually
tell if they're God?
this is actually giving me a thought. If one of you in the chat would like to buy me a taser, I'll have the missus shoot me with it.
Oh God, don't.
I'll film it. I'll stream it live.
Let's film. Oh God, I will pitch on that taser. How much is a taser?
I have no idea what a taser costs. I've never looked into it.
Hashtag Tase Schmeckle.
Yeah, one of you wants to buy me a taser, I'll get tased with it. I get a fucking taser in the end.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that does sound fucking fun.
They're like
Apparently
300 or
they only
400
cost
bucks,
like
dude.
$30.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah? No,
maybe
that's the
Psycho
whole
missed a zero.
Oh no! You can get handheld tasers for like $30. I don't know how effective those are though. I'm thinking you probably want to get the gun taser, which is like 300 or 400 bucks.
Well, I mean, I'll start with the cheap one, and then we'll
Taste
try the
twice.
expensive one later.
All right.
I'm willing to take a taser for money, or actually just to get a taser. Having a taser sounds really cool.
What if
We
that
can't
was
have
actually
guns
a
here in
prerequisite? Like in order to get your taser, you actually have to fucking get tased by the taser before you're allowed to purchase
Well,
it.
I think I heard something about cops needing to be tased or pepper sprayed, one of the two, before they can use whichever it was. But that may just be a TV thing.
I think they have to do that just for empathy, or so you know exactly the right time to use it. Because if you know how bad it's going to be, then you'll know when's an appropriate time to do it. When someone's just being a dick to you, or when it's when they're actually being aggressive. I mean, I guess it helps you to engage for your own self.
Well, one second. We got people talking about tasting me in the taint to the butthole. No, just I don't know, like the stomach or chest or something. Wherever you're supposed to shoot somebody with a taser. We'll start with that. Maybe later, for enough money, I'll take it an asshole.
Why is it whenever we offer things like, hey, pay money and I'll get shot up with a paintball gun, or pay money and I'll get tased or something like that, there's always that sick fuck in the audience that's just like, yeah,
In the
tase
ball
him right in
sack.
the dick. What? Why would you do that?
Speaking of sick fuck, there's Leaf's boyfriend in the chat saying tase him in the ball sack.
God damn it! Of course, yeah. There's always going to be those sick bastards who just want the worst fucking possible thing to happen to people. And it's just like, you know what? I'm going to tase you in the ball sack. I'm going to tase you in the fucking taint. I'm going to tase you inside your asshole.
Mara in the ball sack.
What?
I said I'll fight you if you tried to tase Mara in the ball sack.
Oh, calm down.
Oh, you're like 5 feet tall.
I could throw
Brockus
you
is
with one
like
hand.
6'8".
This is not
Brockus
David
could
and
use-
Goliath. Okay.
Brockus could use you as a bowling ball.
Brockus used to be a football player. Well, high school one. He could fucking kill most of us if he wanted to.
Yeah, Samaj,
All I
you
have to
gotta
do-
remember, he's very out of shape. He couldn't catch most of us.
Well,
Give him a few
speak
weeks.
for yourself. I'm a little bit on the pudgy side myself. He could still catch me.
Brockus versus Samaj, can't make this happen.
No, he'll fucking kill me. Then he'll rape me.
Oh, come on. I think I did promise you, Samaj, that I would get you laid and that we'd make a sex tape out of it. Brockus, can you get to Canada?
Oh God, no.
Hey, you could be the pitcher, Samaj. Don't worry.
I'm not. No, we are not having this.
You get the top bunk.
Bitch, we are not having this conversation.
We'll have it off air. It's gonna happen, cunts. We'll sell it real cheap.
I will find out where you live. I'm not doxing you. No. I won't
Hey,
go
you
that
know
far.
where I live, Samaj. Every time I pay you, it has all of that information attached.
I never look at it.
No, of course not. You just go, oh shit, I got money.
That's sort of the case. I actually totally forgot because I got money one time. I'm like, did someone owe me money? Who is this person? Am I supposed to do a commission? I literally I saw the money. And I thought, oh fuck, what did I get someone?
Especially since you probably got it under the Mrs. name, not mine.
And that's why I got freaked out because I'm like, oh shit, where is this going?
Yeah, that probably would have confused you.
I was kind of confused, but then again, I was very busy at the time. It took me a moment because I was so busy doing all this other stuff, and then I get this money, and I thought, no, not again, not again.
No, your money is always one of the first ones I send out because I try to do it in order of like who needs the money the most, right? And no, I figured the first little bit that you didn't have any idea what the fuck was going on because you asked something. You're like, hey, do you know this person? And I had to message you saying, yeah, that's my missus.
Samaj, we've officially been shipped. Bromage is now a thing.
It's not happening.
Why won't you let me love you?
You can't kill an idea, Samaj.
You know why I can't let that happen. It's not going to happen.
already happened.
No. God damn it.
It's gonna be a thing.
Fuck you. Don't you?
No, thank
Hey,
you.
I know your province you live in. Unlike the rest of these American fucks, I can actually get to you. I still don't know where. I don't.
It's a big province, but I will find you.
And so I don't see him now, but we had Trippy Poop saying some shit earlier. I still don't think he likes you, Leaf.
I don't know. I went to go watch his stream the other night. Someone gave me the wrench for the channel, so maybe he doesn't hate me, or maybe he does. I don't fucking know. And
the unapologetic Canadian. Live stream proof that bleach tastes like candy if you're drinking.
Hey, Trippy, I'm the one trying to get you to 100 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Fuck.
Brock has named his balls little boys because he likes to touch them.
What? Who the fuck said that?
Maybe that was Trippy again. I don't think Trippy's looking for beef with Leaf. I think he's just being mean to people.
It's Trippy. I think he's just like doing some bants.
Well, I mean, if it's Trippy saying shit like that, then he's just being a dirty fucking troll bastard.
Thing about Trippy is how much he looks like Samaj but can't do art.
Oh, he does his own art. He's the one who drew Full Metal Pickle's avatar.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting that he actually does art, but he's not as good. Not nearly as good.
You know, there was this artist I knew, and she surprised the ever-loving fuck out of me because when she started out, she wasn't all that great. I gave her some pointers. I told her, just keep doing this, keep doing that. And I come back after like 2 months, and she was out working doing her art or all that kind of stuff. She improved immensely after a whole fucking month to the point where, huh?
It was clearly not Opal.
No, well, obviously, because I actually.
Oh no, Opal hasn't improved very much, and you know why? Because Opal is a talentless hack who's been replaced.
No, I like Opal's art. I'm just saying it. The reason why is because the person that Samaj is talking about.
Brockus. Official stance. Opal is a talentless hack who's been replaced.
That's your stance. My
Leaf,
stance is
use
Opal
your
never
voice.
fucking-
Show how replaced she's been.
Opal never listens to Samaj. That was my point.
I don't know if I can replace Opal. I mean, she doesn't know how to cook, and I do, and
Okay, so you've been replaced and improved upon, Opal.
okay, I'll agree to that. Sorry, Opal.
Yeah.
I've taken over your position of being a better Opal.
Yeah, I mean, and you cook. I mean, you're more of a proper woman than she is at this point, but.
And
I
she's a
literally
little
said I
bit
could
taller
teach-
and a little older.
I can teach Opal how to cook without almost burning her house
Oh,
down.
you can't teach Opal how to cook. Don't
I-
try.
Well, I
can't-
mean, she's getting pointers from Vamp, so I mean, who knows where that's going.
I don't know if Vamp can cook. I've never seen Vamp's cooking.
Well, that's true.
I know that
Maybe-
the last thing I saw from Opal was a steak that looked like it had little worms leaking out of it.
Ew.
Ew.
That sounds like fucking
sorry, I should clarify. A gray steak that looked like it had little worms leaking out of it.
That's making it worse.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Opal for you, making it worse.
I just want to know how you can do that to a steak.
I don't even know how you accomplish that.
God damn.
It was terrible. The picture's probably still on Twitter somewhere. Like it was
I don't
a
think
bad steak. No, I was having a fucking fantastic day that day. I had found $100 in my pocket. Girl I used to have a crush on in high school came up to me and she's like, "Man, I used to be so horny for you in high school." The fucking bank told me, "Hey, you know what? All your debts, don't worry about them." I was having a fantastic fucking day. And then I see this fucking steak and I have never been so sad. I wept. And not like a couple tears. I mean, I sobbed openly.
As any man would.
Terrible.
Okay.
I'm glad
Who wants
we
to hear
replaced
about
her.
Nub City?
But what city?
Nub City.
What the fuck is Nub City?
Nub City is Vernon, Florida. They are involved in a decades-long insurance scam. This is okay. This is some fucked up shit right here. After a few frustrating days in Vernon, Florida in the 1980s, renowned filmmaker Errol Morris learned a hard truth. People who blow their limbs off to score insurance payouts don't like being the subject of documentaries. Morris did eventually get a film out of his time in the town, the 1981 documentary Vernon, Florida, but not the one he originally set out to make. The one about amputees and insurance fraud, the one he intended to call Nub City. What quickly became a quirky flick about a town's eccentricities was initially meant to be an investigation of the so-called Nub Club. When the club members declined to comment, except with death threats and assault, Morris pointed his camera elsewhere. Morris described the creative dead end and his self-preservation instincts in an interview with the 7th Avenue Project. I knocked on the door of a double amputee who was missing an arm and a leg on opposite sides of the body, the preferred technique so that you could use a crutch. His buff son-in-law, a Marine, beat me up. I decided whatever I was doing was really, really stupid and dangerous. In the late 1950s and early 60s, it wouldn't have been inaccurate to blame the brisk pace of rising insurance premiums on the Nub Club. By the end of the 50s, the Florida Panhandle was responsible for 2/3 of all loss of limb accident claims in the United States, and Vernon, Florida was the epicenter. So does anybody kind of get a picture of what's happening here?
The guy's making a documentary. He calls it the Nub Club, and it's pissing every fucking amputee person off. Congratulations, you're fucking.
Well, the reason he's making the documentary is because the Nub Club are blowing off their own fucking limbs in order to collect on insurance money. That's the scam. If you
And
can call it that.
and stupid. I mean,
Yeah, it's fucking Florida all day. But that is still some disturbing ass shit. This is some legitimate shit right here.
is there something in the fucking water in Florida? I mean, what's going on here?
There's meth in the sea air. We've talked about it earlier.
Yeah. You as soon as you cross the state line into Florida and you smell that sea air, if you are lightheaded, that's the meth working its magic.
I was having a conversation with my mom not too long ago and saying, trying to figure out where to send her when she really needs to retire. I was thinking Florida because at least there people speak English.
Nope.
No, they don't.
No, I'm just saying don't do it.
Oh yeah, well, after hearing all the Florida man stuff, I'm thinking, yeah, probably not.
3 states not to go to in America. Don't go to California. Fuck this place. Don't go to Florida. Fuck that place. Both places house some of the worst human beings alive. It's just Florida's at least funny. Mine's sad. And don't go to Arizona, specifically in the summertime. It's the devil's taint. It's not a good place.
Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. One of these summers, I'm going to do an American trip. We're gonna travel around there, go to some landmarks.
Yeah, I hope you do.
I want to head to like a couple of landmarks, like Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore.
I'm real close to the Grand Canyon, man. Come on down,
Really?
Southwest.
Maybe we'll see. If I end up going there, we'll see how I feel.
I got a bed and a beer and some bitches for you.
And some what for me?
Some bitches.
Oh, some bitches. I thought you said dishes. I'm like, are you gonna make me work to stay there?
No, they're all pretty high out there, so like they're very very easygoing.
I mean,
I know some illegals who could really use a green card. Smush.
That too. Although Samaj isn't exactly very helpful in that situation because Canada.
Well, I mean, there's no reason.
Canada's got worse border security than we do.
There's no reason I can't say I can't help them.
I'm just saying, if you try to marry them, they're not going to get a green card for fucking America. They're going to get it for Canada.
Well, I mean, they don't have to know it's not a real wedding.
Fair enough, yeah. No, they should suspect something when there's a fat bearded guy dressed as an orc from World of Warcraft doing goddamn vows, but fine, fair enough. I'll help with the fucking ceremony. So I'll try to make it as legit as I can make it. But
All
I'm
right,
gonna put it the fuck up.
We legit have to stop this because it sounds like we're going to take advantage of people. If we'll end up in jail, we keep this up.
You know what? It's been long enough that I'm pretty sure people already assume you're going to do that.
Right?
No. Look, it may have been a long time, but I still have standards. Not gonna be a criminal.
Yeah. What standards, Samaj? What are your standards?
No fatties.
No fatties.
You need to lower your
Batman.
standards, dude.
No fatty. Don't break the law. Don't make false promises. I'm not gonna go into a bar and say I'm a doctor.
Man, why not? You could be a doctor. Put on a white coat.
Doctor, no.
Speaking of
You
which,
won't buy it?
why you know doctor?
Why are you no doctor so much?
Because I'm not Asian. I mean,
But
that doesn't look. That you have to understand. Look, that joke has a certain racial priority. So, Leaf, why you not doctor?
I just know. I told you I'd end up killing somebody.
Oh,
Or
Unintentionally.
taking somebody's limb off, no?
That's exactly like when I was young. I wanted to be a doctor. Then I realized that sometimes that meant like treating murderers and rapists and shit. I was like, no, I'd probably just let them die and then I'd go to prison.
Well, that or you'll probably wow.
what happened to this guy?
Sorry, I got
It,
distracted.
it turns out it's a good route. I didn't go that way because before I went to school, I got like the nerve damage in my wrists, so it would have completely ruined my fucking schooling plans.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I didn't like the whole idea of I might have to deal with like some fucking child rapist or something and be expected to save his life rather than end it.
I'm pretty sure nobody in the hospital would be against you on that.
No, but the ones who were in charge of the hospital would be very against it, and so would the law, and I'd go to prison because you can't just do that, even if they're a pedophile. It's very very illegal because it's what they call murder.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Can't do it.
All right. I'm going to continue if that's cool.
Sure.
Because it's some fucked up shit. It's not clear whether the first member of the Nub Club, the unintentional founder, entered by choice or by accident. Maybe there was an accident at the factory, or maybe it was a calculated choice brought on by the sputtering economics of small-town America. What is clear is that at some point in the early 50s, the idea of trading one's limb for a few $1,000s became seductive enough an option to a significant percentage of Vernon's population. By the mid-60s, at least 50 of Vernon's 700 residents had joined the Nub Club by way of farming accidents, garage mishaps, hunting accidents, and so on. Although a few residents had the boldness to saw and hack their limbs off, most preferred the brevity of the shotgun blast.
Christ. Psycho in the chat says you can deny treatment if there's someone AS qualified. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that acronym means.
Means if there's
Not
someone
acronym,
more
acronym.
qualified than you could pass that off onto them.
Oh, if there is someone as qualified. Yeah, I can refuse treating them and have someone else do it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
What if you wanted to refuse treatment and let someone less qualified?
I think that'd be pretty
you're allowed to
immoral.
do that.
That would be
I
pretty
don't
immoral.
think it would be so immoral if they're a pedophile.
Well, see, that's what
Unethical, certainly. Immoral, not a chance.
well, you see, that's where I was getting at. Yeah.
Okay.
It certainly goes against certain codes of ethics. I don't think it's immoral to let a pedophile die.
That what the fuck was it?
How did we get on to
His name
pedophiles?
on your
Jesus.
Twitter earlier.
Well,
that was saying that-
Because we got onto why I'd never want to be a fucking doctor, and it was mainly having to deal with people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck. All right. Insurance agents in the region became filled up with stories as outlandish and darkly humorous as they were sad. One agent recalled a list of clients from the Panhandle: a fellow who maimed his foot while trying to protect his chickens, a man aiming for a hawk who took off his own hand, a trigger-happy farmer who mistook his foot for a squirrel. Several accidents.
No.
I want the squirrel one.
Several accidents involved both firearms and motor vehicles. One man lost 2 limbs in an incident involving his tractor and a loaded rifle.
Fuck's
Uh,
sake.
Many of these Nub Club insurance members took out multiple policies, sometimes just days or hours before the dismemberment. Mounting insurance premiums failed to slow the trend. The scheme made some men millionaires.
What?
Yeah.
The fact that it worked at one point amazes me.
The story of one agent, relayed by St. Petersburg Times, really captures the absurdity of the local episode. There was this is all quote. There was another man who took out insurance with 28 or 38 companies. He was a farmer and ordinarily drove around the farm in a shipped pickup truck. This day, the day of the accident, he drove his wife's automatic transmission car, and he lost his left foot. If he'd been driving his pickup, he'd have had to use that foot for the clutch. He also had a tourniquet in his pocket. When asked why he had it, he said, "Snakes, in case of snake bites." He'd taken out so much insurance, he was paying premiums that cost more than his income. He wasn't poor either. Middle class.
I want to go back. I want to go back to this squirrel guy.
And
Yeah,
you just mentioned the squirrel guy in passing.
But I can see, like, maybe you think it's a fucking poisonous snake and you accidentally shoot your foot off. Yeah, you're still a fucking retard. But like, for a squirrel, what the fuck?
Someone
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am generally aware of where my feet are. And were I to be holding a gun, I don't often hold guns, but were I to have one, I would be certain that if I were to pull the trigger, it was not pointed at my feet. Because I'm aware that they're there, and that if I shoot them, it will turn out badly for me.
Jeez.
Like, who the fuck just goes, squirrel? Pfft, shit, my foot.
Did you never watch the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Yes, but everybody in that was supposed to be retarded.
Fair enough. Okay. You got
That
me.
is a good point. Fucking, that's a Griswold move for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna call them all Griswolds now.
All right. Let's see. Of course. Wait, no. So this guy collected more than $1 million from all the companies. The guy who shot off his foot the day he took his wife's automatic out. Of
It
course.
was an automatic shotgun. Of course it was.
Yeah. No, he took his wife's automatic car. If he
Oh,
had taken his
okay.
truck, he would have had to use that foot to use the clutch to drive. So this is like evidence that it was premeditated because he took his wife's automatic out when he shot off his foot, so he could drive
And
back.
had a tourniquet and everything. So he
Yeah.
shot his foot off. To what end?
He got more than $1 million from all the insurance all the insurance payouts he had.
Yeah, you know what? I might be willing to spare a foot for $1 million.
Yeah, but
Of course.
hold on a second there, Schmeckle. You'd be willing to shoot off your foot, but you wouldn't be willing to fuck a dog?
No, not a chance. There's a very, very big difference between those two things.
Yeah.
Samaj!
You both get to keep your limbs. Yeah, I know. I'm bringing it back, man.
Yeah, I would just like to point out Samaj is not the one interested in fucking dogs. That was Tom Penoid.
Exactly.
The lesser Simeon.
Oh boy, you're asking for trouble, man.
Oh, come on. Me against a guinea. I think we already seen how that goes.
All right.
Seriously?
So I will
Yeah,
wrap
very
this.
well.
Let me wrap this story up real quick. We got one more paragraph here, and I'll wrap it up. Of course,
Yeah,
these
put a bow
payouts
on it.
rarely came with a condolence card. The insurance companies quickly recognized the trend, and before long were wise to the ruse. Insurers took many of the Nub Club members to court. The problem was convincing a jury that a man with any sense at all would have the gumption to aim a rifle at one of his appendages and pull the trigger. Lawsuits were no use. Not a single amputee in Vernon or the surrounding area was convicted of fraud. And with that, I'll end it. There is some more to go, but they just, like insurance companies, they stopped insuring people in the Panhandle. They just straight up stopped.
To be fair, I can see the logic behind that.
I just love the logic there. I don't think anyone would actually point a gun at themselves just to shoot a fucking limb off and collect all the goddamn millions of dollars. And then they realize what state they're in and they're like, how about we just take that
Why don't
away?
we just think?
Yeah, I forgot. We're
Hell,
in Florida.
move
Well,
along.
let's. No, I mean honestly, if you're in Florida, the best decision is probably to not be an insurance company.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I think the
you.
best thing about being in Florida is
got real strict rules. I get all the fucking old people collecting there. It's nice, you know. It's like a little vacation while you're retiring, waiting for yourself to die. I don't get why young people stay there, unless
fucked
they're
up
like
is that?
running the retirement homes.
It's easier to get drugs. There's half-naked Cuban chicks everywhere. There's a bunch of different reasons.
Aren't there half-naked Cuban chicks in no, you border Mexico instead. Yeah, that's not as good.
Yeah, I know it's not. They're not half naked. Basically, it doesn't really get cold, from what I understand, in southern Florida. It's always like bikini weather down there.
Okay, I can see some of the appeal, but I've never seen a Florida chick that I would exactly say I'd move to Florida for. You know?
Oh, I'd never move to Florida for a Florida chick. I would try to convince the Florida chick to move the fuck out of Florida with me.
Get out of there before it's too late.
Hey, here's enough money for gas to get you here. You're welcome. I saved you from Florida.
This is as much as you get, bitch. I am not heading to that fucking state. I'm not stepping foot in your goddamn meth-ridden PCP-infested ass fucking state with your heroin needles all over the damn place.
This gas will get you to my place. Depending how the night goes, we'll figure out where we go from there.
So, would you think the beach would still be okay to visit?
No. Well, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, they got nude beaches there too, Samaj. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but you got to make sure to go to the right one because a lot of Florida's population is the elderly.
That's northern Florida.
I mean,
Okay.
granted, I mean, if you want to go on one of those kind of beaches, you don't want to go there where the population, where the flesh is like dangling in the wind.
You don't want to be going out there and watching people parasail without a parasail.
I can just imagine Samaj actually going to a nudist beach in Florida, and he's just pissed the fuck off. And in his Twitter,
Samaj walks up.
his tweet
Why
is just
am
a
I the
pissed off
most
picture.
attractive person here?
Why does it look like a bunch of sad wind socks everywhere I look?
I'm not sure my penis will ever work again. Goodbye, those dreams of having kids.
I've seen things.
Oh,
I
but
never
there's
wanna see it
just
again.
going to be more Florida kids.
Samaj
Nobody
won't
wants
have
more
Florida
Florida
kids.
kids.
No.
You can trust me. Samaj is responsible enough. If he ever knocked up a Florida chick, he'd make sure to get her the fuck out of that state before she had the baby.
Yeah, damn right. If it's what you say it is, yeah, no, we're getting the hell out of here.
I'd bring her all the way to fucking New York so she could grow up in Queens. Maybe take a fucking bullet to the back of the head, shit like that. She'd be a real fucking hard little chick. I can't get the proper amount of lisp in there. I'm
No.
trying. Hard? Yeah, more of a W sound.
You can keep going. You'll get it eventually.
Eventually, I'll nail the Scooby voice.
Yeah. Probably need to bring him back on, but I don't know if that'll ever happen again.
Yo, Scooby, if you're watching, you're welcome to come on right now. I'll have a little conversation with you.
Yeah.
I heard you got shot in the back of the head and you got contacts in Hollywood. And, a badass like that, I don't want to fuck myself over. I don't want to get in your way, man. Don't want to fuck with the big dogs. Pussy.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Now, Brockus, we're getting it close to the end here. I only have a couple more articles left. That
means it's the ones that are going to be real bad for you, Brockus.
Yeah. And Samaj, we took up too much time talking about Alex Jones for you to have another break. So we're just going with the bad ones, buddy.
Do what you have to.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry, actually.
Yeah, that's fine. Just fucking get on with it.
Very well then. All right. We have poo throwing.
Rob, hurry the fuck up.
God damn it.
Shut the fuck up. We have poo throwing, a trapped woman, and the fire brigade. The story of the worst Tinder date of all time. Most people in 2017 know the panic you get before going on a Tinder date. What if they look like nothing they do in their pictures? What if they turn up in bare feet? What if they literally murder me to death? But what is the worst that can happen, really? What is the worst that can actually happen on a Tinder date? Well,
Bad
my friends,
sex. No sex.
Well, my friends, the answer is this. This story is 100% the worst thing that could ever possibly happen on a Tinder date. Infinitely worse than being murdered, and yes, even worse than your date having a deep personal aversion to shoes and socks. This is the story of the worst but also funniest Tinder date of all time. It all starts with a man named Liam Smith and ends in a GoFundMe page for a new bathroom window. He's a postgraduate student living in Bristol and has been on a date with a woman whom he mercifully has decided not to name. They went to Nando's, blah blah blah. They go to fucking dinner. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Then they made their way back to the house for some Netflix and chill. His date inevitably got up to use the toilet because while Nando's is great, this is what happens while you eat there. This is one of the many reasons you should never go to Nando's on a first date. She returned with a panicked look in her eye and told me she had something to tell me, Smith said. I went for a poo in your toilet, she told me, and it would not flush. I don't know why I did this, but I panicked, she continued. I reached into the toilet bowl, wrapped it in tissue paper, and threw it out of the window. Okay, quick pause here. Firstly, to praise this woman for the sheer honesty involved in telling your date such an outrageously embarrassing story. One that you know is probably 90% certain to end any future romantic involvement between the two of you right there on the spot. And second,
just don't say though.
yeah. And secondly, to say, Why? Why the fuck would you tell him no? Why would you tell him? Anyway, Liam continues. I was understandably concerned and told her we would go outside, bag up the impending poo in the garden, bin it, and pretend the whole sorry affair had never happened. Unfortunately, owing to a design quirk of my house, the toilet window does not, in fact, open onto the garden, but instead into a narrow gap of about 1.5 feet, separated from the outside world by another non-opening double glazed window. It was into this twilight zone that my date had thrown her poo.
Oh God.
And there are some pictures here. So imagine
No,
just a
everybody's
window.
saying that they've heard this story before. It was on a sitcom. It's fake news.
This was on a sitcom. I found this in 2 different places.
I don't know, man.
People are
I
saying
haven't
it's
been
fake
listening.
news?
I was about to walk away for
No,
a smoke, but I've seen
I
a bunch
just
of
want
those
to point
comments
out
in the chat.
sometimes sitcoms will actually take legitimate stories and make an actual skit
Yeah.
out of them.
Yeah, this was a real news story. I remember this. There's pictures.
Anyway, I'll be right back. Jimmy's in charge.
Keep it coming.
Okay. So just imagine a window like with another window behind it. One window you can open down, and the other window behind it will open. So she threw it in between like the 2 panes of window, and the window doesn't go up. You know, it comes down from the top. So it's fallen in this crack in between in the bathroom window. All right. As can be seen in the picture, the inside window opens at the top into the gap that is separated from the garden by a non-opening double-glazed window pane. Seeing only one solution, I went upstairs to find a hammer and chisel to smash open the window. My date had other ideas. Being an amateur gymnast, she was convinced that she could reach into the window and pull the poo out, using the tried and tested inside-out bag as glove technique. Unfortunately, she couldn't reach. She climbed further in and had the same problem. Eventually, I agreed to give her a boost up and into the window. She climbed in head first after her own turn, reached deeper into the window, bagged it up, and passed it out over the top and back into the toilet from whence it came. Success! She did it. The poo is out and all is well. We had to read the sentence. Let's see. She climbed in head first after her own turn to get there, but this story's done. It's over, right? Oh no. She called out to help her climb back out from the window. I grabbed her waist and I pulled, but she was stuck fast. Try as we might, we could not remove her from the window. She was stuck fast, upside down, in the gap, face first in the remains of the poo that was in the fucking crack of the window. Helpfully, Liam has again provided a picture as evidence. And if you could see this fucking picture, it's like he stood back and was like, hang on, don't move. Click. I posted this on fucking Twitter. Like this bitch is stuck in the fucking window straight the fuck up. It's some good shit. Okay, so where are we at? The poo's in the toilet. The date is in the window. And Liam, I imagine, is feeling somewhat conflicted at this point. On one hand, this is clearly the funniest thing that will ever happen to him in his entire life. On the other, there's a woman who seems quite likely to be firmly stuck behind his bathroom window. So what does he do next? Unfortunately, for my date at this stage, I can only see one way out of her predicament. She had been upside down in the window for around 15 minutes at this point, and I was starting to grow concerned for her health. I called the fire brigade. Bristol's finest were on scene, sirens blaring in a matter of minutes. Once they had composed themselves after surveying the scene in front of them, they set to work removing my date from the window using all of their special fireman hammers and tools. It took them about another 15 minutes. This gives a total of half an hour for which Liam's date was stuck, probably a little more, upside down, in the window. Being the true hero that he is, Liam has once again provided a photo, this time of the firemen at work. And there are like 4 firemen in the photo trying to get this bitch out. Now, while the date is... So after they get her out, the date is free and the poo is flushed. There's still another sad twist left in the story. The fireman had to smash Liam's window to free his date, and Liam has been quoted upwards of 300 pounds to repair it. That's when you make that chick pay for the fucking window. You make that goddamn bitch pay for that fucking window, the poo and the inconvenience, and then you tear up that bitch's number.
Like, okay, I would pretty much put it to her this way. Like, 1, you're paying for this. 2, I'm tweeting this out, so you're going to socially pay for this as well.
So there's a longer narrative on here. So apparently he posted the story on his GoFundMe, and the autism of the internet ended up tracking down who the girl was within like a day and a half, and they connected her to the poo window chick,
Yeah, no,
and that was her best Tinder date of all time.
You know that chick
terrible.
deleted her Tinder immediately after all that shit. Like, as soon as people found her, she's just like, nope.
Yep, that's some good shit. What? Okay, I have one more. Really good one.
Okay.
Okay. It's Brockus. I hope you're sitting. I hope you're sitting for this one.
I am
Brockett, stand up.
No, I'm sitting down. Fuck you.
Stand up.
I'm totally standing up now.
There we go. I'm convinced.
Headline on this one is Florida man's penis superglued inside a fleshlight.
Okay. What? No.
Okay,
Wait.
after this story, Samaj has a somewhat relevant story to tell.
I do.
I don't even want to.
Remember that time you thought you lost your foreskin, Samaj? I want that story.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
It's such a good story. It's better than Brock's poo story.
I have a different
man.
story, but okay.
Actually,
Oh.
no, Rob, before you go, Samaj will tell this story. Then he's going to tell the different story afterwards.
All right, well,
Tell us about the
okay.
time you lost your
Go for it.
foreskin.
you want me to tell? You know what? I'll regale the chat with that story later. I have something different to say. It's actually involving poo, oddly enough. Not mine.
Yep.
Not mine, or anything like that. No. You see, my mom, she's having, she's older. She's having some health problems. And of course, she has to go see the doctors.
You have to clean her.
No. So she goes to the doctor, and she's trying to look into some things to help her with stomach and digestion and stuff like that. Well, the thing is, when you go to these places, almost you don't know who, like someone there is running some new medical stuff or whatever, and they always look at anyone walking in and say, "Hey, do you want to sign up for this new project or this new so and so?" And it just so happens helps with the digestion, which my mom's having some problems with. So I thought, wow, okay. So she thought, wow, okay, yeah, why not? And so they told them more about it. Essentially, it's this revolutionary new pill that you take once a day. It's supposed to help you out with that. And my mom had some questions like, okay, well, what exactly is it? Is it what kind of chemicals? And they had to say, well, to be perfectly frank with you, it is fecal matter in pills. and he went through this long spill about the science.
What?
Yes.
His mom's taking shit pills.
The person who tried to sign her up for this gave her this whole big list of all the scientific benefits that's part of this research, and she wants to participate and all that. It's supposed to help
We
with your
just
stomach.
want you involved in some research to see if shit'll calm your tummy.
Exactly. That's exactly, and repair damages and whatnot. And my mom was going to do it. Well, it turns out she couldn't because of other health stuff prevents her from
Her
participating. But she almost did. And I told my mom, I'm going to talk about this on stream. Right?
You almost became Brockus, right? Right, Mom? You were almost Brockus with your shit eating. It's a good thing she didn't do it. But anyway, Rob, you tell your story, and then we have my favorite Samaj story coming up.
All right. Michael Dumfrey, 34, of St. Augustine, is currently recovering from surgery to remove a fleshlight that was superglued to his dick. The unusual emergency room visit was a result of a vicious prank carried out by his then-girlfriend, Jackie Meadows. Pro tip, ladies, don't put superglue on your man's dick.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. You know how super glue keeps everything else together like for a long time? That should have been the hint.
Since news of the story broke, he's received countless requests for interviews and plenty of unwanted attention on social media. What do you think? Apparently, Meadows was furious.
Girlfriend thinking though, she just walks up and she's like, "This is gonna be a good.
Yeah,
prank.
that's
You're
not
gonna
just-
wake up and your dick's gonna be sealed shut."
Arrest her. That's got to be a fucking crime. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean that's gotta lead to some form of permanent disfigurement. I would assume. Like before the fucking super glue wears out, you're gonna have to take a fucking piss. That's gonna fuck the shit out of your kidneys.
For sure. Fuck, man. All right. Apparently, Meadows was furious after discovering the fleshlight hidden in the bottom of his sock drawer. He refers to the drawer as his go-to hiding place, and he has no clue how she could have found it.
Well,
Oh,
she opened the goddamn drawer. It's not hard.
it's a sock drawer. It's not like do your socks
yeah,
look like
you-
fleshlights?
You only have so many fucking drawers. If your woman's fucking sneaking around looking for shit, she's probably gonna open all of the drawers because that's where people hide shit.
Yeah.
Don't be a retard.
Yeah. Don't be that fucking stupid. Holy shit. I don't know how she could have found it. It's like
I don't know how she found it when it was probably the first place she looked. Especially the stock drawer. That's usually like top right,
Oh, yeah.
top left, like a fucking corner somewhere, right? It was probably one of the first fucking places she checked. Psycho says women should respect privacy. Yeah, they should. But also, if you're gonna hide shit, do it properly.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not advocating hiding shit from your spouse or your significant other or from the police or any
you're
shit like
going
that.
to,
But if you're
don't
going to hide something, like I'm not gonna try and hide my fucking bong by standing in front of it. You know, I'm not gonna put it in my sock drawer and hope that the police just don't open that one if they ever search the house. Don't be stupid.
Annie says she'll super glue where she likes, whomever she likes, and you can dissolve it easily. I don't know if you can dissolve it if it's like all built up in a fleshlight.
Yeah, one of the things you have to realize is that the shit that dissolves that glue is probably also shit you don't want on your cock.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna assume that to dissolve that glue, it probably needs to have some pretty
Good
serious
saturation.
chemicals in it. Yeah, it's got to be pretty concentrated. You probably don't want that on what for most dudes is their favorite, most sensitive part of their body.
It's my best friend. Why would you do
Ani
that?
says, "Do you think this doesn't happen a lot?" I'm sure it does happen a lot, but this doesn't make it okay.
I'm just saying they're talking about surgery in the article, not dissolving it and sliding it off. I'm just saying maybe it was beyond dissolving's capabilities.
Yeah, she says ER 10 minutes done. Someone send a link to Ani. It's a lot easier to speak with voices than to continue to have to read. The further we go into this, the less good.
The more fucked up it sounds? Yes, I agree.
All right. Instead of confronting him about the discovery, she took matters into her own hands. She's crazy, though. I should have known, he said. Meadows purchased super glue and concocted an ingenious plan.
Yeah, I'm
Instead
never gonna sleep near the missus again.
Yeah, probably a smart
I'm
move.
getting a chastity belt. And only I'll have the key. Nobody will be able to get to my junk then. I'll be
Oh.
safe. Keep myself pure.
Guys, can you give me just a minute? I'm getting a knock at my fucking door. I got a fucking glance.
It's definitely not a lady.
It's the
No,
It's late at night, so
I
it's
wanna know why you're
probably
still
the
talking about
police
super glue
or his
box.
I
drug-
know who it is. It's just early.
Oh, it's his drug dealer.
Yeah.
So it's one of the two.
Deny it.
Duh.
Hey, you're either getting drugs or arrested.
No, I'm not getting arrested. I'll be back.
He's not going to be back. It turns out that his dealer actually has been working with the FBI for a good amount of time. He's going to prison tonight. So anyway, Brockus,
What?
this is a terrible idea for a stream.
This was not a terrible idea for a stream. It's fucking hilarious.
Hey, you know what we could have been speaking about tonight, Brockus?
What?
We could have been talking about how, what's his name? Maddox lost his case.
Why don't we have him on to talk about that then?
Because Maddox is a little bitch who won't show the fuck up.
Fair enough.
We may be able to get Dick. We might be able to get Asterios. Maddox will not show the fuck up. Maddox has the testicles of a 3-year-old girl.
Say that's pretty accurate.
He lost that case because it was a ridiculously frivolous case, but also because he wasn't even smart enough to go and find himself a good lawyer. The first where really all that was brought up was the shit against Asterios. It ended up getting dropped because Maddox's lawyer was entirely incompetent.
All right, I'm back. And that was not
Rob, we were
that was
talking
not
about
a
your
joke.
penis, just in case you heard the words entirely incompetent. I
My
mispronounced
penis is
impotent.
entirely incompetent.
I mispronounced the word impotent.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful.
It was an ED joke.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah.
No, that was not my drug dealer. That was my neighbor looking for drugs.
No. No, then tell him to wait a couple hours until your drug dealer gets here.
No, my drug dealer's not showing up.
What a piece of shit.
I know, right? What a motherfucker. It's like, maybe if I was buying drugs, he might show up, but since I'm not.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
just
no, you
lost to
can't
the wind.
expect your dealers to just come hang out. They're not going to do that. Alright, you said you got one more story, Rob.
Oh, I'm in the middle of it. Let's see. Yeah, we got lady who when she went purchased super glue and concocted an ingenious plan. Instead of filling the adult toy with lube, as suggested, she emptied an entire tube of super glue inside and suggested he let her watch. Within a few quick thrusts, he knew he was in trouble. While trying unsuccessfully to remove
No.
the flashlight from his
I'm
phallic
sorry.
region.
He knew this was happening and he still did it?
Oh god. Yeah, no,
he
he's
didn't
fucking
know
retarded.
it was super glue. He thought it was lube.
Oh, okay.
He did not knowingly stick his dick into super glue. He's as soon as he's just like, okay, something's wrong here, and then tries to get it off. Didn't go.
Why is this lube doing the opposite of what lube does?
Yeah. So, all right. While trying unsuccessfully to remove the fleshlight from his phallic region, Meadows laughed maniacally and took a video with her cell phone. The
Of
video
course
was
she
live streamed to Facebook,
Oh,
only to be removed shortly after. Unfortunately for Mr. Dumfrey, the damage was done. Because he doesn't have health insurance, Dumfrey started a GoFundMe to cover the cost of removal instead of going straight to the emergency room. This allowed the glue to fully adhere, making it the only recorded case of a penis superglued inside a fleshlight.
Is anybody else here currently feeling at their cock to make sure it works properly?
So I'm thinking Annie's input is that there is no other recorded case where where the people didn't go, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose my dick, I better jump to the hospital. This dude let it sit for a few days.
What a fucking retard. If you
I
can't get it off the first time, go to a hospital.
I actually have a flashlight, and I'll tell you this much: I'll never let a woman prep it for me.
Oh,
Of course he has a flashlight.
Following successful surgery, Dumfrey reflected on his biggest regret about the incident. I lost my wifey. I really loved her, man. That was the worst part. I mean, I already ordered another one, but I can't just replace all the memories we made together. isn't it? It's like,
Oh my god, the sense of humor in this guy's epic. I love it.
yeah. I already ordered another one, but I can't just replace all the memories we made together. Hopefully, this serves to teach other men 2 common sense lessons. 1, everyone knows the bottom of your sock drawer is where you hide your shit. 2, be vigilant about where you insert your penis.
I
Two
would
very
go
good,
as,
two very good bits of information.
There should be a 3 there. Don't fuck sex toys without cleaning them first, I guess. Even if you cleaned it after use, shit's probably picked up dust, right?
Well, the flashlights, they usually have their own container that you plug them into, so they don't get dust on them.
I heard
I
the amount of
didn't-
reused condoms is
I
skyrocketing.
didn't realize you plugged in fucking pocket pussies or shit like that.
No, what they have is the reason why they're called the flashlights is because they have an outside case that they screw on that looks like a flashlight. I mean, if you didn't know what it was, it looks like it's just like a large flashlight. That's why they're called flashlights.
No,
And
I got that. They look like a flashlight with a pussy on the end.
Yeah.
But like, what? You take them apart. You screw like the pussy part off, and you just.
No, think like a thermos that you have a top part, a lid that you screw on, you can screw off. It keeps it clean, and then the other part's the actual shell. And the flashlight itself, you just pull out of the case to clean it. Like the inside of it's like the silicone something or other stuff. It has a hole on the other side. You can just sort of put through the cleaner and all that.
Okay, I got you.
My problem with the flashlight is that it's messy.
Pathetic?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah. Well, pathetic. That's up to the individual's definition of pathetic. Personally, it's the only thing keeping me alive. So I mean,
Men,
Oh,
can
God.
you not jack off with your hands?
I gave that up years ago. I mean, it just after a while, you just can't do it.
It's been years since you stopped using your hands to jack off.
No, I rotate back and forth. I mean, here's the problem with the flashlight, though.
Actually, before you go into that, speaking of jacking off with your hands, can you tell us the missing foreskin story?
The foreskin story. Yeah, it's probably my I want to say the most pathetic thing that's ever happened, but really,
I think it is, Samaj. I think
Okay.
it's at the absolute bottom.
it's right up there. So okay, I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while, but yeah. So what I tend to do is I'll when I'm at home, I'll jerk off with condoms, and the reason why I would do that is because 1, it's cleaner. I don't have to reach for a tissue in case I don't get it in time, so I can just go at it. That's generally the idea. But I was really tired one night, and I thought, well, I just need to get it done. I just need to rub one out, otherwise I'll be distracted or I'll have weird dreams. But I was really tired, and I passed out. I fell asleep after the deed was done, which is stupid. You shouldn't do that. But the thing is that when you do that, it'll dry up. I don't know how long exactly I was asleep, but I know I had to get up in the middle of the night because I really needed to go to the bathroom. And of course, I forgot it was there. I didn't know it was there, but I was also half asleep and a little delusional. Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. All I know is that I just didn't quite grasp. I know where the bathroom is. I know I had to pee, and I go. I stand there. I do my thing, and I take out my cock, and the condom falls off. And I totally forgot it was there, and it was cool. It was like air. It was weird. It was strange. And I actually thought in my head, my foreskin fucking popped right off. Oh my god! And of course, I'm half asleep, and the light. I turn on the light, and I can barely see. I know where I'm pissing, and of course, I'm taking care of business while I'm having this little existential crisis. And I'm like, what? What's going on? It took me a moment to realize, I fell asleep.
I can't imagine. If I don't jack off into condoms, so it wouldn't happen. But no, I mean, I can't imagine just going for a piss in the middle of the night. Fucking, it's all dark, looking and just Shit, did my foreskin just fall?
Well, I think I was really tired, and I was partially like half asleep. It was a miracle I got to the bathroom at all. But my brain was trying to process what was going on. I don't know. It was weird, but I mean, you know, this is what happens when you've been for 8 years.
How long did you freak out before you realized that it was just a bunch of dried cum?
Not long. It didn't take me long to realize what was going on because there was no pain, no nothing, and eventually, the actual foreskin covered the rest of it. So I mean, eventually you realized, yeah.
Oh wait, it's still there. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. It's still there. I'm good.
But like, did you turn on the lights at least to see what had fallen off?
Well, it was because the lights were on that I didn't see it there in the first place. All right, I turned on.
That's weird because I think most other people see better in the light.
They do see better in the light, but when your eyes haven't adjusted to the light.
Oh, you were still like squinting and all that.
Yeah, it was still the middle of the night. It was still dark. It was still pitch black. And I was half asleep. And of course, the light turns on and I can barely see. So I'm standing in the right direction, and then I feel the condom come off, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, my foreskin."
Now, were you quiet about it, or was there a moment of like shit?
No, there was no words, but there was some heavy breathing. Like,
And now we know why Samaj doesn't have sex.
Yeah. Because Samaj, you realize this stream does not help your chances at getting laid, right?
Well, luckily, no one knows who I am in real life, so it's not a big deal for me. And on top of all that, chances are I would never have sex with anyone on the stream or anyone in the chat. Not that none of you are sexy people.
Oh, you know what? I'm personally offended by that, Samaj.
Well, that's good because I'd never fuck you.
He's being mean tonight, but he wouldn't be the one fucking me. So I think he's still being honest.
Yeah.
I'd be in him.
Well, I mean, no, fuck you. No, took me a moment to realize that.
Oh, yeah, you can be the receiver. I'll fuck you. Don't worry. But I think Opal here should Leaf here should be a little offended by that because she's actually of the female variety, which I think is the type you like.
Yeah, but she's also the type of the Manitoba variety, which just also means I'll never do it.
Like
I don't fuck losers.
40% chance she's not related to you.
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. You see, I've ever since I had that conversation with my aunt, I've always been paranoid. It was far too likely.
Don't worry, I don't think she has sex with boomers.
That's no. God, no.
I don't think he's nearly a boomer. Like he's like 30 something, but
yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, Samaj. You wouldn't stick it to I don't know, Ani?
Who?
Ani. In the chat. Blonde and or redhead sometimes pops around here. Apparently has big boobs.
Well, it's the first time I've heard of her.
Ani, send Samaj nudes. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just over with my one pathetic story. I'm sure there's more if you ask me, but
can't think of Samaj, are there? Yeah? Well, you just said
are there more ad stories, Samaj?
Are there more pathetic stories? Well, I mean, if you've been single for like 8 years, there's always going to be stories. Hell, if you've been single for like 1 year, you'll come up with stories.
What was the last time you hit on a chick? Like
yesterday?
Okay, that
your mom doesn't count.
I didn't say when.
What
was it like?
Oh, what was it like? It was good. She laughed. It was good. Look, what you guys might not realize is I actually like do hit on chicks and I do go on dates. I just never go anywhere with it because, believe it or not, in my age bracket, women become cunts, and I really don't like them.
Samaj, don't tell them your real name. Don't tell them your real number, and just don't ever get in touch with them again. What you need right now, my friend, my 8 years without sex friend. And to be fair, he was saying 8 years, like 2 years ago. So my 10 years without sex friend, you get your little willy wet.
Yeah, probably. But here's the thing: I'm not. I'm not gonna do it with some of the people that really piss me off. I wouldn't be able to stand it.
Samaj. You know how sometimes when the rest of us are speaking, you'll be doing something else and not paying attention, and you won't really hear what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do that while you're on a date with these chicks. Then go home, fuck them, and never speak to them again.
Hate fuck is a thing. Smudge.
Yeah, but I live in Canada. It's also potentially a criminal offense.
And that's why I said don't give them your real name.
I could try that, I suppose.
Your new name is Jimmy Sanders.
I think my other problem is I started using, like, most of these dates I've been going on are all people on, like, the dating apps and whatnot. Fucking
all the
terrible
people who were already pathetic to start.
Exactly. And so I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll start giving bars a go. But even that's shady as fuck.
Samaj, go to a bar. Pick up a chick. Get her ID first. But pick up a chick. Bring her home. Stick like a little Samaj inside her. Then like pull it out, then put it back in, and like do the whole thing. I'll explain how it works to you later. But you know, I haven't forgotten how it works. And I don't remember most things I learned a decade ago.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Unlike you, us single guys, we watch a shit ton of porn. All right? I know how it works. I know where it goes. In fact, I know of all three places where it goes.
Brown hole, the pink hole, and the ear hole.
Yeah, true romantic. Exactly.
I mean, Samaj, you don't got to be looking for love. You don't need a chick who's not a cunt. You need a chick who's a dumb cunt.
Yeah, see, that might be the difference. Because some of these girls, or women, I should say, that I'm dating.
Yeah, please don't be dating girls.
Yeah, no. I know.
I'm going to continue to use the word girls, but, we should make the distinction, Samaj, is only after 18 plus.
Well, all right, let's be fair. All right, let's keep it in the safe variety. So these whores I've been dating, they've been, around they're around, the 30 age range, okay? And whores like that, they're kind of
frigid.
Full of themselves.
Dried up.
Assholes. Yeah, they're kind of burnt out. In some cases, yeah. So, I don't know.
Starting to get gray hairs.
Actually, no.
I do have to point out, Leaf. Don't ever turn 30.
That's unavoidable.
Yeah, I got a few grays.
Oh, wait, you're part Asian. Yeah, you won't turn 30 until you're 50.
Yeah, no, she'll... actually, I did see what she looks like. I guess she looks older than 15, but she'll be like 20 looking until she's like 50, and then she'll be 80 all of a sudden.
I still get ID'd to buy video games, so...
I'm definitely not dating you then.
No, if you're getting ID'd for video games, that means people think you look like 16.
Of course, granted, I mean, you sound young too, so that doesn't help.
It doesn't. But I had my ID with me yesterday when I got I had my first Long Island iced tea. I don't see the appeal to it, but at least I tried it.
The appeal to it, I assume, would be it tastes like iced tea, but it gets you drunk.
That's a basic bitch
Didn't
drink.
get me drunk.
Well, you have to drink more than one.
Listen, I don't think I can get really, really drunk. I've tried tequila before, and I was still standing, so...
Yeah, one shot is not going to do
Yeah,
a fucking thing.
I don't think you're drinking enough.
I had tequila, well, it was all one night, but tequila...
But, you know what, motherfuckers? It's now happening. Schmeckel versus Leaf fucking cunt stream drinking competition.
That's...
I'll put money on... I got to put money on Schmeckel.
I'm going to drink until this chick not only sounds like Opal, she becomes Opal. Her life becomes an Opal situation.
You made... You Christ.
All right, guys, I apologize, but I have some work I have to do, so I have to get going.
Okay,
and we are... Hey,
All right,
of
Rob.
course, I had a lot of fun doing Best of Florida Man. I will continue looking and collecting for more, and we can do another one of these at a later time.
My brain will never be the same, Robin. It's all your fault.
I'm so glad we didn't even get to the second feel good story to make you happy.
Oh, God damn it.
Brockus, the second feel-good story was that someone in Florida did a nice thing, and it helped somebody.
No, it was
And
it was a
heartwarming.
naked Florida man getting arrested driving down the road, but he was with 3 naked chicks in his Cadillac. So I was like, that's pretty pimpin' right there.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was like, that's pretty badass. Way to go, buddy.
Remember, Rob, at the moment of climax, I want you to stare Mark dead in the eye and give him a high five. Yeah, you can pick whichever hole you want. He can have whichever hole he wants. But you make sure that girl knows that you're doing this as brothers.
Well, see, it's hard. I need to have Brockus flipped on his back so I can stare at both of the eyes at the same time.
Man, you have more eye control than I do. I can't stare 2 people in the eyes at the same time.
I don't know how
Well,
I
you
feel
know,
right
if they're laying close enough together, it's not that hard.
Anyway, Samaj, before Mark's brother takes off, do the Samaj thing.
I got here real late. I don't know who
Hey,
else.
it's everybody who's here right now.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. Everyone here right now. We had Brockus, we had Rob, Schmeckel, Leafy, myself. That's it. We're done. Florida Man was terrible.
Leaf, not Leafy. Don't call her Leafy. That's a mean thing to say.
She has a chin.
Hey, I didn't call her Leafy is here. That'd be an insult. I just call her Leafy.
Anyway, we're taking the fuck off, cunts. We're gonna end this episode. Remember to do all those things I say about cleaning your genitals and such. And I don't know, kill yourselves or something.